everybody for joining us. This is Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I'll be your Dungeon Master, Ryan. Most of you on Twitch will know me already, and you will mostly all know Mark already as well. Mark, say hello.
Greetings from the left side of the Atlantic. This is Mark, aka the Blue Griffin 4972, DM of the Chandra campaign on Saturday afternoons. Now player for Ryan's game. I will be playing a character, a wild mage, who's also been brought up in the ways of the geisha, by the name of Urian or Yoneko, as her Oriental name.
Yoneko, or was it Breed Rian?
Breed is the first name.
Yep.
The Scottish for Bridget, I believe.
Nice.
Family name Rian.
Okay, nice. So, as you know, Mark has been Dungeon Master in games I've played in for years, and this is going to be the first time he's played with me as Dungeon Master. I'll introduce Peter next. Peter's a gentleman in England that I've just started playing with in one of Mark's campaigns. He's a great guy, we get on really well. Peter, introduce yourself and your character for this game, mate.
I've been playing D&D since late '79, mainly Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, so mixed of first and second ed. I know Ryan and Mark, since I signed up for Mark's game or so weeks ago. I'm playing a character called Darrow Greataxe, who is a champion of the god Thram, who's been developed by
Homebrew.
Mark. Champion is a kit for fighter cleric. He's a dwarf.
Thank you, Mark. I'm just typing up the name of that homebrew god, just in case anybody's paying attention. So he is playing a dwarven cleric fighter, and that's the kit champion, and he's a champion of the god Thram, and that is something that's written into the game by myself and former players of the game. You'll see it get its own flavour. It's the only homebrew religion so far I haven't wrote a deity in this world. It's quite young. I use the Forgotten Realms pantheon to be lazy for now, but that's one that I've added. Peter will be playing that character. The next two guys I've not played with before, but I've been chatting with them for the last week and a half, building characters. We've had a lot of fun making characters. Two gentlemen that know each other from Argentina, Javi, and I'm probably going to mispronounce his name quite badly, Guido.
It's fine. Yeah, you can call me Guido. Whatever suits you. Hello. Yeah, we and Javi are players from. We play 5e, and we wanted to try second edition because, you know, just to see what's all the fuss about. And so far, it's been great. Ryan's been helping us creating the characters, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous because of my accent, but we'll see. I hope you can understand me.
Your English is perfect, don't worry about that at all. Your English is better.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, your character, Guido?
My character is a half-orc berserk named Blark, and honestly, I didn't make like a big backstory. I don't tend to make very long backstories because I just develop him. I will develop him as we play. I mean, he has a personality and everything, but
yeah, the future story is more important than the backstory.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, as a DM, I use backstories only to bring the past into the game for the characters.
Yeah. I mean,
story hooks, stuff like that.
Flavour, really, mostly flavour, eh? So, Javi?
Yeah, most of the flavor and bringing something just a blast from the past, just to help build out the character.
So we have so far Mark's human mage, human wild mage, oriental geisha flavoured, Darrow Great Axe, the dwarven cleric fighter champion, Blark, a half orc berserker fighter, and Javi, if you'd like to introduce your character, that's the four of us.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm from Argentina too, and as I am playing Polly the Royal today, he's an archer halfling, a hunter that sells small game. He's called the Royal because if you buy his meat, you will eat like the royals from Silvery Hall.
Nice.
And I think it's very fitting that both Guido and me are playing races that don't usually speak common, since common is not our forte.
To give you an accent, it's nice that you have accents because you're playing a halfling and a half orc.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's very cool. Thanks so much for playing with us, guys. I'm looking forward to my first game with you two guys. I've played with Peter a bit and I had a great time with him, and I've played with Mark for years and had a great time. So I'm excited about playing with everybody here. To introduce my game a little bit, you're playing in a part of the world that's more developed than others. My maps are mostly not at hand. Most of my notes are not at hand. I'm doing what little I have within Roll20 and from memory. To start you out with something pretty basic while I don't have my notes. I remember enough characters' names and I have enough of them written down to be able to give you real lore from my world, but in a small dose for now. But we'll get stuck into some. We'll talk to some people. You'll meet. You'll go into a town. You'll do your thing. It's going to be fun. So, has anybody got some any questions or anything before I just get us rolling into a town and go for some D&D gameplay and just get cracking? That's my style. Does everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. So unless...
Those showing us.
Yeah. Sorry, I will sometimes mute myself because I have a dog and she barks.
Cool. No, I just mean, like,
Sorry,
for now, is everybody okay in Discord? Is everybody okay in Roll20? You see the map, you can move your character.
Oh, yeah. No.
I'm changing the map.
Yeah.
The old hand-drawn map.
This is, I had one or two of my old hand-drawn maps I took photos of and uploaded them to Roll20 and just to use them, because when I started using Roll20 to play with guys who were in Scotland when I was in Greece, I wanted to be able to still play the same game on the same maps, and I had them hand-drawn. So I've like updated them on this. What you don't see as you look at it, people on Twitch will see, is a lot of things that are greyed out that's on the GM's layer. So you only see the blue markers, don't you? The light blue and the dark blue. There's a whole bunch of other ones you don't see that are on the GM layer from previous adventures, stuff that I know there's there that you don't. Pretty crappy hand-drawn picture, eh?
Heck, those best are hand drawn.
It's right.
And apart, I've got that and one more of these. I'll let you get a quick look at that because we're going to be starting in the town of Machina. I've got a map of that as well, I believe. With some old school touches and some new school touches. These maps I love because of what I've done with them. Now this is not loading for me properly. Oh, here we go. This is a good way for me to remember some of the people's names because they're actually written here. You guys see that map, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
You see there's two churches, Pelor and Cord. I have just used the Forgotten Realms deities for now, until do more, you know, world building. I haven't, you know, I'm quite lazy, I don't get that much done. I've built the world from the inside out. So I built this island first, then I built a set of islands, and then started on a continent. There's a bit of another continent over here. You'll see if we play long enough. Anyway, you find yourself...
Universal, he's also a Greyhawk god.
That's right. So you find yourselves in the town of Machina, individually as adventurers looking for work, I guess. Or on your own, whatever travels you may be on. The four of you will cross paths here in Machina, and that's where we'll start our story. Machina is the second, well, it's the biggest town, but it's not the biggest town. It has more people in it than Elmsmere, the other big town on this island. But Elmsmere is busier because it's port town, so it has bigger shops, like more things like that. Machina here is a fairly large town, not a city at all, but a fairly large town with 2 large churches, 2 big bars and inns, an armourer, a fletcher, a weaponsmith, an adventurer shop. So it's a fairly well kitted out town. You see a lot of houses. It's on the island of Panthea. Is it Minor? Yeah, there's Panthea Minor and Panthea Major, the 2 big ones of the. It's the Silver Isles, right? This is me all remembering from memory. So the Silver Isles is the name of the country, and picture like a British Isles with a few more islands off the end of a continent, but more to the south west of a continent rather than the west of a continent. Not the southwest, but west by southwest. Just like if you picture Britain on Europe, just pull it down a bit and bigger. So it's more temperate. There's more range of climate. And it's a bit further down, so it tends to be a bit warmer in the southern regions. Bit like that. A set of islands off of a larger continent. This set of islands, the Silver Isles, is a country on its own. It's ruled by a king. Now I'm remembering, I do have this written down. The king is called Aldrich Grayson. If I have a look now, I can tell you the mayor of the town of Machina that you're in. So yeah, the mayor is Albright Iscariot, and the sheriff is called Brett Nightingale. That's the 2 of the bigger people in the town of Machina. I have in my notes all the names of everybody in the town, but for now I can see the names of the shopkeepers and things like that. Now you want to find yourselves. I need to move the players. In the Machina Arms. Whatever you've been doing for the day, wherever you've come from, wherever you've gone, you all find yourself in the Machina Arms at the end of a day. In the evening. So the Machina Arms, a fairly large tavern and inn, with rooms upstairs, a basement, I think two floors of rooms upstairs. Typical inn and tavern in this part of the world. Lots of woodcutters, merchants coming through, townsfolk, farmers, and then types like yourself you would see coming in from time to time. The sword for hire type. You see a notice board somewhere within the Machina Arms, and on the notice board there are various jobs for farm boys, for stable boys, for people in you see a sawmill is looking for new workers, a blacksmith is looking for an apprentice, but you see swords for hire wanted. Obviously to you guys that is the one that will catch your eye. So I mean, feel free to take a look at the board and read the swords for hire notice, but you have a tavern here with all the food and drink available. There's people around, there's staff to talk to, and you have yourselves to talk to if you want to introduce yourselves to each other. We'll get a party formed and go from there.
Okay. So we are all in the tavern, right?
Yes, you don't have to be, but this is the place where you would all eventually go at the end of a day in the town. So
yeah, I mean, Blark likes to drink, so
Well, he's got a fairly mundane range of drinks here. Wines, beers, a few spirits. If you give me one moment, I'll give you the name of the owner of the place.
sorry.
So the Machina Arms is the Inn of Machina, run by landlords Marth Fisher and his wife Mary Fisher. They've got 2 adopted sons, Sven Fisherson and Kilvax Fisherson, and they have 2 hired maids, Elsa and Nora, who take turns as the barmaids and doing the rooms. So it's got several rooms, varying sizes and prices upstairs, a busy bar downstairs. Mary's cooking is good if not predictable. In fact, her lack of creativity with the menu is lovingly joked about around the town. A typical day's menu consists of soup, meat and 2 veg, bread and cheese and cake. Usually carrot cake, but occasionally ginger. The bar, however, stocks a wide range of drinks. Several ales and meads, continental wines and tropical liqueurs are all available. However expensive some of them may be. There you go, that's the information on the Machina Arms.
Yeah, that's what's to think. Arrow goes up to the bar and says, "Give me beer."
Okay, would you like strong beer or regular beer? And the barmaid will give you a wink because you're a dwarf, so it's like, she knows you want the strong stuff, right?
Yeah. Want the real stuff. Not your wishy-washy human beer.
Okay, so middle-aged woman, obviously has had a hard life of working since she was very young. Looks very haggard for her age. Smiles at you. She's very flirty. She pours you a massive big mug and says that's 1 copper piece. Smiles at you, winks at you again, puts it down on the bar. Anything else it can get for you?
Food that you got.
Sorry, what did you say, Peter?
What food have you got?
Like I said, it'll be a meat and 2 veg, a soup, and a cake. Will be pretty much your options. So yeah, bread and cheese, meat and 2 veg, and a soup. Varying on what meat they've cooked that week will depend the soup that week as well. She says they have
meat.
They have rabbit with carrots and potatoes, or they have rabbit soup.
We'll have a chunk of rabbit and veg.
Nice. Okay. So, if you want to pull up a table somewhere there, we'll get one of the girls will bring that out to you.
If I see the dwarf like drinking a beer, I would like to go to the bar and say, "Me want 1 too. One of that."
Okay, so she gives you a kind of nervous smile. She'll turn round to the tap and she pours another one, massive big jar of beer again. Puts it down on the table, gives you another nervous smile, kind of looks away, starts dusting some glasses that maybe don't really need dusted, you know.
Me think.
Who are you, big boy?
She doesn't ask for any money.
Sorry?
She didn't ask you for any money.
Oh.
She just gives you a nice nervous smile again. Oh, thank you for the host, Shay, you're a legend.
I assume that's how things work here. And sorry, Peter, you asked me something?
You're going to pay for your beer, big boy.
She will say, "Oh, it's okay. When you finish, it's okay. It's okay."
It's
I give her.
It is a tape.
I give her a slight bow and say, "This one will have tea and rice, please." Tomorrow,
She'll do her best to try to mimic your Oriental style bow. She'll make a bit of an arse of it, but she will give it a polite effort, and she'll say, "Tea is fine, but rice no. It's rabbit and vegetables, or rabbit soup, or bread, or cake. We have cake. Would you like some cake?"
Tea will be just fine. Come on.
Yes, okay. Give me 2 minutes. So she'll whistle, better than I do, and one of the girls will come running through, and it's a young, quite attractive woman, blonde hair, looks like a lot nicer looking version of the woman she's talking to. Clearly a daughter, or a close relative anyway. One hot tea, please, for the beautiful lady. And then she smacks her on the arse as she runs away.
So from my table, I can see that they are starting to eat, right?
There's no food out yet. There maybe be people at the other table will be eating, but there's no food at your table just now. But if you wait long enough, if you don't go to the bar, and if you wait long enough, a server will come to the table and ask you if she can get you anything.
Did I hear that they're talking about rabbit, right?
Yes, rabbit.
Then I would like to go to the bar next to Darrow.
Okay. Okay, so you go stand next to this is a random traveller at the bar, and Blark is on the other side of him. Darrow went back to the table. Blark is at the bar. That's the half-orc berserker.
Oh, dang. Alright then.
Darrow took his drink back to the table.
Sorry, excuse me, fellow short, citizen.
Huh? Oh,
Me not fellow citizen. Wait, are you talking to Peter or to me?
To Peter.
yeah. Oh, little man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude on your. You seem like royalty, but I am very surprised that you're. I tried to whisper, ordering that kind of, food that is not really for royals such as yourself. If you catch my drift.
Not a royal. I'm a holy warrior.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I have mistaken you for a royal. I would have believed you come from the Silvery Hall. Because I see that you look the part for a royal. However, you don't eat like one. May I, if I may suggest, there are ways to eat better in these parts. And I wink.
Eat dwarven way.
Well, you see, I am a small game hunter, and I can bring you the freshest, the tastiest rabbits you will try.
As you're saying that, the other servant lady, the dark-haired one, she'll come. She's kind of listening in. She's listening to what you're saying. She seems interested.
Uh-oh.
She is smiling.
As I notice that she's listening, I'm like, well, yes, I provide to many establishments the best quality meat, because only the freshest game is the tastiest one.
The young lady will give a look over to, obviously, what's also her mother as well. It's quite clear that this is the other daughter. So she'll give a look. She's not she doesn't make any sound or anything, but she gives a look over to her mother, and the mother starts from the bar, she'll start paying attention to the conversation you're having.
Oh dear. If I may ask for your name, Master Dwarf.
Darrow Greataxe. It indicates the big axe on his there. My family are named for the great weapon of Barak Thram the Mighty.
That's perfect, Peter.
Well met, Mr. Darrow. Yes, I couldn't help but notice your axe. You would do well as a hunter, a big game hunter.
I'm a holy warrior.
Well, hunting foul beasts would be just up your alley.
Yes, though I have come to this island to seek the other church that we have, or barrack that we have heard exists.
Now, as Darrow mentions a church of Barakthram, most of the people around will kind of take a quick glance over. Not like they're like sneakily trying to listen, but it's like people are like, they notice that you're talking about that anyway.
You heard of the god? Do you know where he is worshipped here?
Oh, well, honestly, I'm a little bit new around here, and honestly, I'm looking for somebody to help me get my surroundings in the outskirts of the town. I feel like all the big game hunters around here always hunt in packs, and I point at my feeble arms and my build, and I'm like, I'm not like the lumberjack kind that I see often around here.
Rabbits are not big game. Only you can hunt those on your own.
Now, if you want to do hunting, Polly, I'd be happy for you to go out and do some hunting in the surrounding area. There's plenty of area for you to do hunting. If anybody wants to do that. I don't have battle maps ready for something like that, but we do proficiency checks and anything we want.
Sorry?
So I start glancing at the half orc in the bar. Maybe he will be easier to convince.
Blark is drinking, and he looked at Darrow while he walked away because he's interested in the great axe. He's like, axe bigger.
Now, is Blark going to finish his drink at the bar and have another one? Or is he just taking it easy?
No, I mean, I think he'll finish it and try to approach the Darrow and Polly, and he will pay. I mean, he knows what currency is, but he'll just give. Yeah, he'll pay.
Okay. The lady, Marth, at the bar will say if you want to have more, it's okay. You can pay when you finish. But yeah, she takes it and she'll happily accept the 1 copper for the drink, and she smiles gratefully.
Ah, nice. Me think.
Now she smiles very nervously.
Don't nervous. Me good. Me capable of complex emotion.
Brilliant. So Polly, you sat down next to Darrow. The two of you were discussing. Polly, you fancy doing some hunting. You were overheard with that. The people around here maybe might be interested in buying some game because they seem to sell it in the bar. Darrow, you're talking about you're on a quest. You need to find this other church of Barakthram. People around the area have noticed that. Blark, you've made quite an impression. And remind me how I say Breed's other name? What is it? Yonoko. Yonoko has quietly slinked away. Your tea will have arrived. One of the two daughters would have brought you a hot cup of tea. Again, 1 copper.
One more avocado.
She will give you a sheepish but very pretty smile. This is one of the daughters. So there's 2.
And again, I just give her a slight bow. Seeing her as an equal.
Okay, so I need to get a random. Just picking up a random token here for a person. Hang on 1 second. I don't need to. I'll just use this guy. So when the 3 of you are all together, a boy will run in. This is not the same traveller that was at the bar. I'm just using the token. So somebody will come running in, and this is a young guy with kind of like spiky blonde hair, and he's 15, 16 if you're lucky, but he's really tall, really lanky. But you can tell he's really young. Comes running in, and he goes, You, the champion, you're who I'm looking for. You, the swords, the adventurers, you're who I'm looking for. You need to read the post. You need to read the post in here in the bar. And this guy's like, he's sweating and he's panting, like he's been running like fuck it. And he's just got...
Stop, laddie.
Hello. My uncle needs you. Read the post. It's my uncle Norm, the great Norm. Read the post. And I'm trying to extenuate. He's really annoying the way when he talks to you. This guy, right? So every time you'll try and talk, he'll talk over you, and you'll repeat. You have to read it. It's my uncle, and he'll just like keep saying the same things over and over again, but talk over you, like really annoying. Okay.
Where is it?
So somewhere in the bar you will see. Be quite easy to spot. So say over in the wall here, something like that. There will be or next to the bar here, a post, and it's where the
Pointing over that way.
yeah. So say here, right?
Oh, go on.
It's job postings, and you see one says swords for hire.
It's rated in common. I think I.
Yes.
Me not read, but.
So not in it's not in dwarfish. It's written in foreign.
Yeah, in common. In quite nice handwriting, very nice handwriting, in fact.
I think I can only read dwarfish.
Ah, hang on.
Excuse this one, please. Pardon the influence.
Yeah, you don't have read write in common. So Mark, you read write, so you can read it. It's simple enough anyway. It's written in common, and it says swords for hire wanted. Seek Norm Thistleton at the sawmill, the river's edge. Excellent pay, excellent benefits. Hurry up.
Excellent. They don't mention them what they are.
No, it just says swords for hire. Seek Norm Thistleton at the sawmill.
Oh, you sorry.
I like excellent benefit, but I'm not high for.
You hire axes too.
It's my uncle, it's my uncle Norm. It's my Uncle Norm, he's a hero. It's my Uncle Norm. He's really close to your face and he's like sweaty and annoying.
Well, you people want to go and see what this dance uncle is on about?
It's you he wants. It's you he wants.
Yeah, well, I address the other people who seem to have come over, look at the notice. You're not interested in what he's on about.
No, he is.
Excuse this one, please.
He will look at all of you as he's saying that. He's not just looking at Darrow when he says it's you that he wants. He's turning to look at all of you, and he'll get really annoyingly close to all of your faces. You notice?
What need? What not need?
One must be like the glass in the wind, bending yet never breaking.
Okay.
Bending.
Has my food arrived yet?
Yeah, there will be food on the table now. She'll have come and brought it.
Well, I will eat my meal first. You wait over there, boy.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. He'll patiently stand there. Actually, this time, instead of getting up in your faces now, he realizes that you're going to go in. He stands patiently waiting, and he's just staring at you.
I'd like to say to the boy, hey, I was with him. We were talking. Okay, he's my hunting partner. So if Norn hires him, he has to hire me. You get it? I'm his partner.
He wants you too. He wants you too.
Great. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, great.
All of you
What's your
must
name,
come. My name is Bart. Bart Thistleton.
Well met, Bart.
Bart Thistleton.
All right.
With yellow spiky hair.
Yeah, like Bart Simpson. But it gives you a really sweaty handshake when you give him the well met. He'll give you a really sweaty, greasy, nervous, shaky handshake.
Before I go, so when I finish my meal, I don't know, are other people eating?
No one else from the group has ordered food anyway. It's evening
I
time.
will have my food.
Would anyone else like to eat?
I don't think that.
The portions are plentiful, but the food is mediocre at best.
Okay, I will eat. I will just sit on this table and.
Okay, like I said, they've got a meat and two veg options, a soup option that's the same meat and two veg in the soup, bread and cheese and cake, and that's the whole menu.
Okay. Dark will just eat the soup.
Everything's 1 copper piece.
Soup. Light.
The large pints of beer are one. The large pints of beer are 1 copper piece. The tea was 1 copper. Anything more would be more, but it seems like the lesser items are all just 1 copper piece.
What's your name, big guy?
Name Blark.
Dark.
You.
Oh, great axe.
Great tax.
You will notice, Darrow, that Blark is carrying 2 battle axes.
He's got two. Mine's bigger than his.
Oh. It about performance.
you would also notice, being a dwarf, you would certainly notice his half-orc heritage.
So I think half orcs.
Sorry?
That's out of character comment.
Ah,
I think dwarves get bonuses when fighting half orcs.
Not half-orcs, it's orcs, but not half-orcs.
just half bonus.
Half bonus.
So, me, Blark, 2x.
Up 2x.
Nice. I mean, he's just made his own name because he liked Great Axe, so he's decided he's now Blark 2Axe. I like it. I really like it.
And little friend. Who is?
I am Polly the Royal Arrow. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Polly
I would
the
like
Royal.
to say to the waitress, I would like to eat whatever the dwarf is eating. One of those.
Okay, so 5-10 minutes later, one of those will come out for you, and any other food that any of you order, 5 to 10 minutes, it's out. Like I say, it's cheap and cheerful, it's cheap and pretty shit, but it's a nice big portion. It'll fill you up as much as you need to be filled up.
Don't think of dwarves as really fussed about the quality of food.
No,
Provided it is strong, it's a decent pub.
yeah, I mean, it's really large portions, I would imagine, and the beer is very strong and large, so I would imagine the dwarf, you're going to be very happy, actually, with the food and drink. I think Blark probably as well, because it is really huge portions, the beers are really huge, and it's all cheap. Just isn't great.
Because I started first, I think I'm going to finish my meal first. So if I saw people look around and I mentioned Barrackram, I will go up to one of those who mentioned it. Hey, is there one at this table who looked around when I mentioned Barrackram?
Well, it looks like one of there's two guys at this table behind you, right? One of them looks like he's perhaps a travelling merchant. He's maybe just a bit slightly better dressed than your average townsperson. Looks like he's got, like, his robes are a bit exotic. Like he's wearing things like jewellery, bracelets, whatever, that are from different places. Like, you can kind of tell he's a merchant by what he's wearing. And
Alright.
the other guy's clearly a bard. There's a human bard here. He's sitting having a drink. He's sitting having a drink with the merchant. Now, bear with me 2 seconds. I need to take push to talk off because I keep forgetting about it. I need it off. Oh, okay. Here we go. That's better. So you're going up to speak to the young bard. Now, he's a very young, fresh-faced human guy.
You look well travelled.
All right.
You heard the name Barrackram before?
Yes, I mean, I've been through this area many times. I've heard of the Church of Barrackram, yes. My ears pricked up when you mentioned it. It's always an interesting story to hear.
So do you know where I might find it?
Yes, it's Torsia. I've never been there. I think only the guys from the church live there. I don't think there's anyone else there at all. I think, but I don't think they hide it from anyone. I think you can just go up there.
Ossia, he said.
Yeah. Now, has anybody got like a local knowledge or anything like that? Or like anything to do with geography and like knowing that, like, I guess it'd be quite, if all of you are from the Silver Isles, then you would know it's one of the smallest of the Silver Isles, and it's not actually this island. So what your characters perhaps heard at his church is perhaps the wrong information, because this guy's saying Torsia. Torsia is another island just next to here, just next to this island. Actually, I think you can see it on the map. Yes, it is. I'm sure there's a wee picture of it. Yes.
Yes.
It's only a thought cross. I can see why it could have been thought of as being on this island.
Yes, it's a very, very small island, and it's like a paddle across the water to the next one, eh?
Yeah. Now that it looks as if it would still need to be arranged so we can deal with what the lad wants or his uncle wants doing first.
Yeah, you would know, with your knowledge of the area, you would know that down the road is a little farm town next to the coast called Dugwell, and they have fishing boats there, so probably if you wanted to go to that island, you would guess that that would be how you would do it.
Right.
You could always ask people about that, but the guy will tell you Torsair. That's what he'll say. Yeah, it's over on Torsair. No one ever goes there. No one lives there apart from the guys in the church. But yeah, it's over in Torsair.
Oh, thank you for your information. Would you like a drink?
Well, thank you very kindly, sir. What is your name, good dwarf?
Darrow Great Axe.
Darrow Great Axe. Very well, mate, indeed. I certainly will have a drink with you. My name is Stephen, the merchant guy. I don't know. I don't have a name for him. It's just random. So my name is Stephen. I'm a merchant from Hennersfield, but I travel all the Silver Isles. I'm a local boy, but I travel all the Silver Isles, and I trade with people from all over the place.
Okay.
I live in Elmsmere now. I have a house down there, but I'm never around. I'm a travelling merchant. It's really nice to meet you. Yes, I will have a drink. Thank you.
Right, so I buy him a drink and buy me a second drink.
Cool, just take 1 copper for each.
And then I'll have my second pint whilst the others are finishing their meals.
So, we do think excellent benefit.
All the time you're eating and drinking, Bart is just sitting he's standing exactly where you told him to, but he's staring at you the whole time.
People finish their meals.
I mean, he'll...
Sorry.
No, I was just going to say he will stand there as long as it takes you to eat your meals and drink whatever you want to drink.
Yeah. Basically, I will finish my... When the others are ready to go, I can finish my pint very quickly.
Okay, well, it's a lot more than a pint. I'm really talking huge, like probably 2 pint. These things, they're like massive. But yeah, for a dwarf, it feels like a pint. The half orc, he's probably feeling the same. Yeah, big steins.
I don't think I will finish my food. I just sampled the rabbit and the quality of the food, and
yeah, the quality isn't amazing.
I'll just eat enough to feel satisfied.
Okay.
I will finish and say,
Quality amazing.
I mean, the quality is like it's not going to make you sick or anything. It's going to fill up your belly. You're not going to feel bad or anything at all after it. But it's just not great. Like she obviously doesn't know how to flavour food. It's just a chunk of rabbit, some potatoes, and some carrot. She just like boiled it or something. It's like that, pretty much. It'll fill you up. It'll give you the nutrition, but it won't taste nice.
Are we ready to go and see what this lad's uncle wants doing?
Yep.
Okay, I'll put you on that map just briefly so you can see where it is in relation to the rest of the town. So you were at the centre of the town, Machine of Arms.
I'm just reducing the scale so I can now see where you mark.
Yep. I'm just going to be on this map for a moment. Most of it's not too relevant, but you can see you've got things in this town where you can buy stuff if you need it. But anyway, so you were here. He'll take you down this way. you go past what looks like, like a small fort, not a fort, but like a military building, a little guards kind of station, a little tower on the top of it with a lookout. It's not a hill, but a mound. You know what I mean? So the road goes round the bottom of the mound, and then it takes you down. So that's here. Takes you down another road with just a few scant houses. These ones have got like bigger yards, and they keep a few animals and stuff. Not farms, but just a few bigger properties with yards around the back. And he takes you past the first building of what appears to be like the sawmill area. So you see as you come past, it's a whole bunch of big buildings. And you see people moving big carts with logs, with timber, big, huge, burly guys, lots of labourers, but it's busy. There's like dozens and dozens of guys work here, but you notice, I mean, what's everyone's perceptions? Can I get perception rolls from everybody? So your perception, I'll do the same as Mark. The average of your intelligence and wisdom. Roll against that. The average of your intelligence and your wisdom.
I will roll a d20.
Yep.
If there we are. I'll have to check what my intelligence is, but it's well below my wisdom, so I suspect.
Okay, so you all notice it's a sawmill, right? So you all notice guys here and there with a finger missing. But sorry, Darrow, forgot his name for a second there.
Yeah.
You would have noticed a guy with an eye patch, and Breed, Blark first with his 5. You would have noticed a guy with a whole hand cut off, and then Breed with your success as well. You would have noticed another guy, a separate guy with an eye patch, and his whole hand missing. So you're noticing like the typical injuries of a sawmill, like a missing finger, but you seem to be noticing more and more like not so typical ones. People might have some more serious. A lot of people have some more serious ones than you would have expected. You see more of the same as you're walking past. Industrial buildings, cutting wood, big massive saws along the edge, and when you get to the bottom, it's along the edge of the river. The big massive saws with water mills cutting wood. And there's an office.
Yeah.
A lot of people injured at your uncle's mill. Ed?
It's the saws, it's the cutting wood, it's what happens, isn't it? I'm praise the gods, I've not lost a finger yet. My uncle says I'm so stupid I'll be lucky if I keep any of them.
People say me stupid too. Understand you.
Right, as I say, the bigger buildings at the bottom, they have the big massive saws within them, on top of the river, with the watermill on top of the river, and then, connected to the big saws, they're cutting huge pieces of wood. And before them you have like a small office, like what you would see in a site office, do you know what I mean? It looks the same as the rest of the buildings, it's a lot smaller, and you go in and it's nicely furnished inside. Bart will take you right in, he knocks on the door, but then someone says, "Come in, Bart," straight away, and he opens the door, and you'll go in the room, and there's a guy sitting at a desk. A handsome guy. You could probably see the family relation to Bart, because Bart is his brother's son. But he's a handsome guy. Again, he's got the missing 2 fingers on his right hand. But he's wearing rings on the other 3 fingers. Big motherfucking rings, right? And then rings on all his other fingers except one. But they're all big, fancy. The guy's rich, got loads of money, big ruby, emerald, diamond rings. Like on all his fingers. Like he's dressed like fairly modest business guy who owns a big successful business in logging, in wood. You know, he looks like he runs the town. He's the biggest businessman in the town. But these rings suggest that he's like he's got loads of money. And he's smiling at you. He's a friendly guy. Hi, well met everybody. I'm Norm. Thank you so much for answering to my request. I'm sorry about Bart. He's a pain in the arse. Bart, out of here. Come on, get out. And Bart will leave.
So, what's this business you want doing?
Ah, I'm so glad you asked. Thank you. I need swords for hire to take care of a problem. You know how it is. You know the kind of things you guys get hired for. I mean, I see you walking into town with your weapons. You know, I see you. You guys, you went noticed this. I came looking for you, you know. So I need you to do the kind of thing that you can do. I know what you're all about. And he looks at you and he gives you a wise look, like maybe even a wink. One of you, or maybe none of you, might have noticed a wink there as well. I'll show you. Right. So he gets up from his desk and he starts walking. And he'll go down to another small building, down the back of one of the sawmills, right by the water. A shed, an outbuilding. Opens a door to it. Just a little side building made of the same wood, attached. Obviously been an extension when they've needed more space. And he opens it up and it's a store. But all the shit's everywhere and there's bags of stuff kind of ripped open. And in the store it's bags of grain and like things that just normal people would keep for feeding a lot of people. He's got a lot of people work there, so it's like food supplies, you know, like charcoal, things like that. But it's kind of all torn up. And he says, he says, look, and there's a hole at the back of the room. He says, we've got a pest problem. There's things went missing from this storeroom. There's been valuable things gone missing. There's been a really valuable item that perhaps shouldn't have been in here in the first place, has gone missing after this has happened. And we know it's a pest problem. We saw ants, giant ants. We know exactly what it is, but we need someone swords for hire to go deal with the problem. There's ants down there, giant ones. They've broke through. They've been tunneling. They broke through. They've started ransacking our stuff, and so a very valuable item's gone missing.
How big are they?
It was Bart who saw them, and he says they were huge, but we don't know how well Bart can be trusted. You see the hole, you look at the hole, he's like, we've dug that bigger to start getting a look. He says it was this size, and he shows you like a hole that a halfling could crawl through quite easily. In fact, an elf or a human could crawl through it, but it wouldn't be comfortable. He's like, you know, that kind of size. But we've dug this out, and you see like it's kind of been excavated as they're going down, and then you can see where it's broken out into where it's already this natural thing that's been carved out by something bigger, and it becomes like an almost natural cavern. But they've come through this natural cavern system and they've been burrowing into stuff or whatever, and they've broke through into the storeroom. So they've dug out the hole wider so you can now go through, and there's a subterranean something. He says, we've not sent people to investigate. That's not what I hire my men for. My men get enough injuries in the saws, losing fingers. So I'm hiring you guys at good money. I've had something valuable go missing. I need it retrieved.
What is this good money?
If you can retrieve the item that's been lost, it's worth 500 gold pieces to you. Now he looks at you.
What is item?
Now he looks at you when you say 500 gold pieces each. You said that the dwarf. He looks at you and says, "He's like, really? if the item was that valuable, I'd go for myself. No, it's 500 gold pieces for the retrieval of it. However many people go and get it, it's 500 gold pieces for the retrieval of it. It's a ring. One of my rings. I lost one of my rings, and he shows you his hand, and there's a ring missing.
Ring, cavern, very difficult.
there's been half bags of charcoal dragged away. There's been bags of food dragged away. They've taken all sorts of stuff. And I think perhaps my ring was lost down here and it's gone.
If we don't find the ring, how much do you pay us anyway?
I would certainly still pay you richly for destroying this pest problem. I mean, it's going to depend on... It's going to depend on how many those giant ants there are down there. I mean, I hadn't really thought about not retrieving my ring. That's all that's really on my mind. It's forefront in my mind. I will pay you handsomely. I don't know. I don't know what's down there. I'll pay you 10 gold pieces per giant ant. Does that sound generous enough?
Look at the other people.
Well, I don't know if I want to get paid a lot in that case. If they took stuff, that means there's quite a few ants. Are we sure we can deal with this kind of pest?
Only one way to find out.
The guard in the town, the military in the town won't help me with this. They say I'm too rich a businessman, they don't help with my problems. They say you have enough gold, Norm, you fix your own problems.
How many of us are there here?
4.
Will pretty girl help us? And Blarg will point to Yoneko if she's there. I mean, because she has been following us, but we didn't talk.
This seems to be a waste of time. That one has lost focus. One does not measure happiness in material wealth. One measures happiness in memories cherished.
But
I tell you, forget the ring. You seem to have many of it.
Killans, it's very good memory.
Ah, young lady, but I can't forget the ring, for it was my father's. It's my first one. It started my collection. And he shows you his hand that's got the 5 fingers. There's a big ring on each one, and one's got like a big bronze coloured, you know, like a topaz or whatever, like some big, whatever one's like really, but that colour, but it's really expensive. There's a sapphire, and then there's a ruby there, and then there's a big diamond one in his thumb. And he's like, I missed it. It's a big emerald ring I'm missing. And he says it's the size of my finger, and it was my father's, and it's very valuable.
Memories of one's ancestors is more valuable than any precious stone.
Precious stones. Be mindful of them all the time. And sometimes it costs lives.
It's not the material cost of the stone that means so much to me. The ring. It's that it was my father's ring, and it was my first one.
Do not despise gems, gold, for often it has cost lives of dwarves to extract it from the ground.
And if some mindless creatures, some mindless pests were to take my father's ring, all those deaths would be in vain. All those lives are in vain, my dwarven friend.
Yes, I think we should I'm prepared to take out this ring if these others are.
Like I say, I pay 500 gold pieces to you for the return of this ring, and even if you don't find this ring, I'm still going to pay you to help me with this pest problem we have. I don't know if these ants are capable of stealing a ring, but they've taken away things. There's been bags of food stolen, bags of things that you would think they have no use for are gone. So my ring that I suspect was here when I lost it, it's gone also. It's partly my fault. I lost my ring, but I lost it here. And then this happened, and now it's gone. So I'll pay you handsomely to help me.
Even little ants carry many times their own weight in food. I can imagine they would take these bags.
Well, I have seen giant ants before, wise dwarf, actually. And yes, they could carry you, my friend. The ones I saw.
That dangerous.
The 2X, are you prepared to fight these?
Always me prepared for fighting.
Mr. Two Axis, are you ready to dig around the ant excrement in case one swallowed it?
Me not have shovel, but me have hands.
I'm glad somebody thought of that, eh? Because I thought nobody had so far.
Well, anyway, if we find all the rest of the stuff, that's on your workers to fetch it back, right?
Yes, I mean, clear out the ants for me. I will send men down. I employ 100 men. I will send men down to take everything back. But yes, clear out the pests for me. I don't have fighting men.
Well, that sounds like a hunt.
The way he talks about his men, you will notice that he's like, my men, I have men. He doesn't say like, there's guys work for me. He's like, you know, he talks like he's a lord. This guy, this rich businessman, he talks like he's a lord, kinda. But he's not. He has no title or anything like that. He's just a businessman doing really well that employs a lot of people, but he talks about them like they're something else.
He doesn't seem to protect them from injury.
Are you saying that in character to him? No.
Pauli.
But as you see,
game.
as you saw, he had two fingers missing on his own right hand. The last two fingers on his own right hand were also missing. So he's got rings on the 3 fingers here, and then on the 4 of the 5 here.
Yeah. But I'm prepared to so at least so you woman, are you coming with us?
This one is not dressed for combat and rooting around in tunnel.
He'll say
One moment. One moment.
he's also going to say to you that anything else you find down there, he's like, don't worry about it's bags of charcoal and bags of food that have been stolen. If there's anything else down there, apart from the ring, it's yours. I don't know what you'll find in some fucking ancient giant ant's nest, but get me back my ring and I'm not worried about anything else, and I'll pay you very handsomely. Now, as the young lady, the young Oriental looking lady is looking a bit
Yeah, she's dressed in a kimono.
Yep. So she's like looking a bit apprehensive, and even at the first sign of the apprehension, he will look to her and like wink and say, "Okay, then it's 600. But if you say no to my 600, leave and never come back to me again. This is your last offer. I'll pay you 600 gold to the 4 of you to help me out today." But if you say no today, you can't say yes again.
Me in.
He smiles. He likes the look of you.
Hope not drop.
Well, I'm in too.
I will not bring dishonor upon your house.
I will go.
Let us return to the tavern, prepare, and then we deal with these pests. But keep in mind, my lord, the memories of one ancestor is more valuable than some gaudy bauble.
Now he smiles at that. He'll say, now, beautiful young lady, wise young lady, although I appreciate the sentiment, and the memories of my father are the most important thing, I assure you this ring is no gaudy bauble. But thank you, young lady, for the wisdom.
And with that, she heads back to the tavern.
Okay, so you'll be escorted out by, not Bart this time, but a more, just a friendly working sawmill guy. He'll give you the, oh, it's been lovely weather recently, and like really small talk as he walks you out to the end of the road. Like being really, really polite. Like walks you out way past the sawmill, like halfway to, you know, towards the tavern. Well, nice to see you, always very polite.
How many deaths are there in your sawmills?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, I've only been here a couple of years. I don't know, a few. It happens. Why do you ask?
There seem to be a lot of injured hands in that place.
It's the nature of working in a sawmill. The saws are so huge, and if that wood catches in a little knot and it jumps, somebody's going to lose some fingers today. It's the sad reality of working with wood, and we're a very busy site. We're the biggest producers of wood, and almost in the Silver Isles. We're one of the biggest in the Silver Isles. We produce so much wood here. There's 100 men working in this sawmill, and yeah, many of us have lost fingers. But we're well paid, and he's starting to look a bit concerned now. Like he's looking a bit less not less friendly, but a little more. He gets at your questioning him, and he starts to be a little bit more suspicious of you, I guess.
Mm. Well, you say this was the evening, so I think we can say we will be back in the morning.
Yeah, sorry. Norm would have said to you, it's okay to come back in the morning, yeah. He did say today, but he meant, you know, it is evening, so he means tomorrow. I said today, but he meant tomorrow.
Yeah. What skills do you have? Assume you master 2 axes. Who's a warrior?
Me, big warrior. Me, not much else.
I like it.
I'm a warrior, and I can call on the power, healing and other powers of Great Barrackram.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, right? Peter, so, the one thing that I gave to any priest of Barrackram, any follower of Barrackram, so it actually so happens that any follower of Barrackram eventually gets special abilities, and it has happened in my game, but a cleric of him will definitely get one. So your extra ability you have just from worshipping him is, and it goes up at level 5 and at level 10 and at level 15, but at level 1 you get 1 use of bless per day, and it's instantaneous, so it's like at 0 initiative speed, and you can just do it like that. It's Baruthrum's Blessing, it's called. So it's not a skill, it's a granted power. Once a day you have bless. The same as the spell description, but it's a granted power, and it's instantaneous, so it's 0 initiative. Do you know what I mean? You roll d10 plus 0 to do it.
Yes, okay.
Sorry, I forgot about that, mate.
So I will look at where put it in the character sheet.
Yep. Wherever works for you, but yeah, that's something I forgot to tell you, that I've given a priest of that homemade deity before. Now, do you guys want to do any just in-party discussion for a minute so that I can nip to the toilet and grab a drink? I'll be back in 2 minutes, right?
Okay.
You offer wisdom, but what else do you offer us?
Man,
Darrow is looking at what's her name? No, you.
Mark's character, it's Breed or Yanoko?
Yokino.
Yokino.
Kino.
Yo-
I'm
Yoniko.
looking at inquisitively, having asked you, madam, what would you offer us apart from your wisdom?
It's not wisdom, just a difference in culture. Are all gaijin talkative? And you know she speaks she does speak with a stilted Western accent.
Yeah, she sounds like she's both Western and Eastern, doesn't she?
Yes.
When we go underground, we will have 3 axes. We will have friend here's bow.
I guess see what you're getting at.
Have my own ways. And she lays down a fan on the table, which gives a slight metallic thunk.
So she pulls out like what looks like an oriental fan, a little bit bigger, and yeah, clearly metallic. And certainly for most of you, you would realise that that is weaponized. It's a weapon. It's a blade. She's got this oriental fan that flicks out, and it's a cool ass blade.
You are warrior too.
No. I practice the way of delusion. You would call them mage?
Cut out, Mark. I heard you say you would call them.
Someone practices the way of delusion. You would call them, what is that word? Magi? Mage?
No magic, then.
Yeah, that's what she said, mage.
Yes. Yes, that's that. I
Ah,
said.
right. Yes. Sorry, Peter. Sorry, yes.
Yes, the magic may work against these ants too.
Now, if you excuse me, I must prepare.
A room. They have individual rooms or shared rooms. So, individual room will cost you 1 silver for the night, and a shared room for up to 6 people will cost you 1 gold. The shared rooms all have a bath in them as well.
But the individual room is actually cheaper.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the bath.
Yes. Oh, there's also an individual room with a bath for 1 gold, and that's the fancy room. There's only one of them.
She'll take that one.
Ah, okay. So there you go. So Yonoko is taking the... Sorry, Yoneko? Or is it Yenoko? Yoneko. Yoneko has taken the 1 good room that's 1 gold. That's a private room that does have a bath. So apart from that, you've got private rooms for 1 copper or a shared room for a silver that's got a bath. There's 2 of the big shared rooms, there's several of the small copper rooms.
I'm happy with a small copper room.
Okay, it's very basic. It's a bed and a chest. There's a rug on the floor. Probably it's bare. You can tell it's bare.
Dwarven mines aren't known for their luxury.
Yeah, you'll certainly be comfortable enough.
Uh,
I think Blark will take the one with the bath. I mean the shared one. If he has to use it for himself, okay, but he needs his own bath.
Okay, so you've got 6 beds in the room and a bath. It's 6, and it's 1 silver piece.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was 1 gold piece for that room.
No, that's the gold piece is a single room with a bath. There's 1 of them.
Oh, right.
A single room with a bath is 1 gold. There's 1 of them. The 6-person room with a bath is a silver. There's 2 of them. And a single-person room with no bath is a copper, and there's several of them. Maybe a dozen.
Blark need bath.
Now, if you go to take the other shared room, whoever's selling you at the bar or whatever will say that the other shared room has already been taken. So all the baths are taken because your gold room has been taken by Yoneko. The 1 silver room with the bath has been taken by Polly, and the other one's been taken by someone else previously. So all you've got left are copper rooms, unless you want to share with Polly.
I open the door to the poly room, and I say, "Hello, roommate.
Me share."
Me share with you. You share."
Do I notice any romantic connotation in his tone?
That's up to you. Did you notice it? I did. I definitely felt the sexual tension anyway.
I guess you can use the toilet as much as you want, if that's what you mean, friend.
No, there's not a toilet. There's a toilet outdoors. There's not an indoor toilet in the place. There's baths, and it's one of the serving women will come in and fill it. There's not like plumbed in water. Picturing Game of Thrones when they have a bath, somebody coming in with the hot water.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. If you want to use the bath, I will not intervene. Just please be kind. I beg you. I look at him with worried eyes.
Why you worry?
One thing.
Me have menacing tone, but me be kind.
One thing I will say about any sexual encounters within my game, we don't roleplay those. We skip over those. You can have it. We can roll a dice or whatever for the encounter, but we don't roleplay it. So
that's fine.
You guys have fun in your room, but
After a while, Yumiko comes back down, now wearing a form-fitting black costume with accents of red.
nice.
Her platinum blonde hair done up in a way with 3 long hairpins.
Now share a picture in Discord and I'll put it up, Mark. If you've got any kind of pictures of what she looks like.
I've already put them in Discord.
Yeah, actually, hang on. I can find that.
One for kimonos up and I put it in Discord. It's in the Burning Staff.
Yep. So she's wearing something like this, ladies and gentlemen. She comes down changed, wearing something like that. Body fitting with the bits of red. That's cool, Mark. Thank you.
This one is now ready. She's got her fans tucked in into the sash.
Does she have 1 or 2 of those?
2.
Nice. So I was saying in the morning. So you guys, you've had your bath. Whoever's having a bath is having a bath. Darrow, you're not having a bath because you just got a cheap room that doesn't have one. But you're a dwarf. You're all good. I should we polish your armor a little bit. Being the champion, you're quite proud and you're supposed to look quite, you know. So I should we polish your armor a bit, but not your body.
Yeah, quite. Just make sure there's a nice sharp edge for cutting ants up
Nice.
on the axe.
Now your breakfast is included in the price of the room. It's fucking super basic again. It's the same breakfast menu as it is at dinner. In the evening, there's nothing different. The same drinks, the same food.
It's rabbit porridge.
Yeah, it's rabbit stew by now, mate.
Yeah.
It's that was the second day of actual rabbit. Now it's rabbit stew.
Yeah.
But it's all on the house because you've paid for rooms, so you get breakfast for free. Bed and breakfast.
We'll ask one of the bar staff what people think of that meal owner.
Okay, so just one second, just to remind people, because these people do have names, so I'll try and build the world as I go, as much as I can with my limited resources. So the landlord is Marth Fisher, and his wife is Mary Fisher. Now they're the ones that'll be going between the bar and the kitchen. There's two adopted sons, Sven Fisherson and Kilbach Fisherson, and they will be seen out in the garden, in the stable, or sometimes helping out in the bar as well. And the two young maids, Elsa and Nora. So there you go. These people do have names, but anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Who am I likely to have the best chance to have a talk with?
The person that's behind the bar the most would be the landlord himself, Marth, or second to that, his wife Mary. Mary's probably the more talkative.
Okay, so I'll ask Mary what she thinks of the sawmill boss whose name escapes.
Norm Thistleton.
What does she think of Thistleton?
Oh, Norm's the local boy done good, isn't he? Norm's a hero around this part. Norm employs 100 men and pays them very well. Norm's a great man. He's well liked by everyone around town. I think I'd say. I mean, are you, when you're standing at the bar with her, is this you, Darrow? Yeah. So you're at the bar. Okay, you're talking to Mary.
Yeah.
Are you having a drink when you're talking to her?
I probably don't get drunk before adventures.
Okay.
And they have.
Okay, but you had breakfast, so now you've just gone up after breakfast and you're talking to her. Okay, so yeah, so she doesn't give you that much information away about Norm, as apart from to say that he's a nice guy. He's a great guy. He employs many people, and yeah, she's got nothing but good things to say about him. Here's a quick picture of Uneko's fan on screen for Twitch. Anybody that's watching, that's the kind of fans we're talking about. Uneko uses. That's her weapon. Something like that. That's very cool, Mark. Thank you. So yes, she'll not give you any more information about Norm other than he's a nice guy, good guy, employs a lot of people. People like and respect him. That's what she would say.
Okay.
So we help good guy. We good. Nice.
So she's polishing her drink.
And excellent benefits.
As she's talking to Darrow, she's polishing a drinks, a wine glass or whatever, and she's looking over at the big mugs. Now the mugs that you were drinking your beer in before, the style of like a barrel, just like a mini barrel, and then it's got a handle on it, barrel without a top and then a handle. They're big motherfucking ones of those, right? And she'll say, "Are you sure you don't want to drink, good dwarf? I heard a good dwarf like you needs doesn't go out fighting without at least one good drink in him. We have the best beer in town. Are you sure you don't want to drink?"
I will drink when I come back to celebrate.
Oh, of course, that sounds excellent, good sir.
Whilst drunk is... I think whilst drunk is fools.
Okay. I mean, you're quite aware of the fact that she's just trying to get you to spend money. It's no more than that.
Yes.
That's all it is. It's just the bar staff drink. Go have another drink. Just that kind of patter. That's all she's giving you, really.
Yes. Let's say he's whilst he's happy to drink lots whilst he's not an adventurer. I think he knows that. I think whilst drunk can be a problem. Although withdrawal saves against poison, he may be slow in getting drunk.
Well, yeah, the dwarfs have a constitution, don't they? That constitutional bonus that you have as dwarfs, that does refer to things like getting drunk as well. It's a poison bonus, eh? So alcohol is a poison, so 100% your poison bonus will relate proportionally in some way to your belly for drinking. So you could quite easily have a large, strong drink and it not bother you as a big dwarven fighter, eh?
Yes, but still, he'll drink when he gets home, but he doesn't. He's reasonably.
I'm not trying to convince you to. I'm just saying that you have the drinking constitution of a dwarf, so.
Yeah.
I have to say, Mr. Dwarf, you're really a nice role model for us. I mean, you don't drink before your adventure. You're the healer kind. You got us a job yesterday. I'm amazed. I think religion has done good on you.
Oh, if you want to worship a good god, the Church of Barrack is recruiting members. Those that are not dwarves may join the faith.
Well, I hadn't thought about it, but you know, I'll think about it. Thank you.
Okay.
Are we ready to go, fellas?
You can go anytime you like, so you want to go down to you go to the sawmill again to the office. If you go to the sawmill again, someone will guide you to the office, whether it's Bart or someone else.
Yes.
Normal meet you in the office, greet you, say it's a great morning, it's great to see you all, thank you so much for coming, I really appreciate this. I'm glad we're all happy with the terms. If there's anything you guys need supplies wise, I can help with probably most of those things that you would need. But otherwise, yeah, we'll go now if you want. I'll just take you back round to the back of the other building. You guys can go down. There's torches just inside there, but we've not, like I said, I've not sent my guys down just in case these ants attack them. So we need a light source of some kind.
Would Giants show up on Infovision?
Would what, sorry?
And ants show up on Infovision?
Yeah, they do.
Well,
so for you would see them at, what is it, 60 feet for dwarves in provision?
I'll bring up the character sheet.
So you would see them in the dark with no penalties at 60 feet.
Yeah. Well, the human, the halfling, may be more concerned about having.
Now the half orc isn't. He doesn't have infravision because you rolled for it and didn't get it.
Oh.
Oh no, we didn't roll for it. Halflings don't have it. It was half orcs don't have it. It was the halfling we rolled and we didn't get it. Isn't that right?
I have very poor.
Oh, that's right. You had limited. Yes, you had limited infravision. We rolled it and you got limited.
Half orcs did have it, but maybe that's a game.
See, the thing is, we would have to quickly check. That's alright, we can check that. I don't think they do, though.
Your condition, they did have it.
Have information.
We went by halfling in the player's handbook. You roll for it, and so this halfling has limited infravision. But I don't know what half orc is, Mark, because
half orcs. Yeah, I'm going to take a look in the edition.
I think it is.
First edition half orcs did have it.
But I think we used half orc from the complete book of humanoids from second edition. No, I think we did that half orc.
I'm trying to. I had that book out the other day, and I'm trying to spot it.
Yes, because you were with us when we made the character, Peter, because you actually have that book paper back.
Oh,
I had the PDF, but it was fucking shitty. I got
I've
rid
got
of it.
the PDF. I'm opening it up now.
Cool, thanks, Mark.
I'm very afraid.
I don't think we've established, but if our mage doesn't have it, then we need.
Yeah, the human is definitely not going to have it anyway. Whether the orc, the half orc does or doesn't, the human definitely doesn't. So.
I would like to pull out my lantern and the oil flask I carry and say, for one, I'm not a fan of having fire in front of my face, so I brought this.
That's 60-foot infravision.
There you go. Half orcs have got the same infravision as the dwarf. So you guys have got 60 feet.
Yeah.
The halfling has got limited, but you're saying you're going to use a lantern. You've got a lantern rather than torches.
Yes.
Cool. So you guys are you ready to go ahead then?
Yes.
Pop a different map up? Cool. Let me just check the map from this end to make sure nothing's exposed yet. Right, okay, so I can pop you onto it. So, you'll go down, you don't get to this bit immediately, right? You'll go down and what looks like it could be natural or could be made by a natural creature that would be a lot larger. Caverns. Like, it's not man-made. You go past the bit that they've dug out and it is man-made a little bit, and then it's like a long winding, you're going down while changing directions, going all sorts of ways, but always just following one path. It's like a singular path, but then eventually you come to a bit that's like an opening. So as I reveal the area, what you can see, I'll need to check the size. So, let me reveal a bit more. You guys see that as I'm revealing it?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I don't have the bells and whistles like Mark does in his game that reveals, you know, the actual fog of war. But I can do that, so you can see what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I click on Mark's stream for a second, I'm going to see what that looks like as a player. Oh, no, I'm not. He's all over the place. Never mind. But yeah, so you guys will see. Hang on 2 seconds, I'm just going to move something.
We're not even on the map.
Yep, you can drag yourself onto it. Remember? Shit.
Okay.
Hang on. Delete that because I've dragged that onto the wrong layer. I need to go into the object tokens layer. Yep, there you go. I'll move these back a bit. Sorry, you do see 4 ants. I'm going to get you to roll surprise in a second because they come scurrying out at you. I'll get everybody to roll surprise in a second. We'll get the tokens onto the map first. And then put yourselves in the marching order you would have been going through. It's not single file, it would have been 10 feet. So your 2x2 order, put yourselves into that. There's Darrow. So, you know, if it's something like that. Yeah?
Assuming the half orc and the dwarf at the front.
Yeah.
So I want you all to roll for surprise as you come through and see 4 giant ants. Now these giant ants are pretty fucking big, between 2 and 4 feet long. So roll 1d10 everybody for surprise. Yep, that's it, Mark. 1d10 at less than 3. For the halfling, I don't know if it's got right. Okay, it's not surprised anyway. Not surprised. Okay, so no one's surprised. So I want everybody to roll initiative, I guess, because these ants have come scurrying out of nowhere and come charging down at you. I'm going to roll initiative for them. Give me 1 second.
You don't have a line set up for die rolls at the top?
Nope, it's just on your character sheet. If you just go to weapons and click the speed button, you should have the speed in there. And if you click on your token as normal, and then just click on that in your sheet,
That's right.
it should do the same job. Now, right. Remind me, how do I get the thing up, Mark? Mark, how do I get the initiative tracker up?
Should be some stopwatch.
Sorry?
Yeah, you got the ruler, you got die, and then I think below the die is what looks like a stopwatch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And before I roll my initiative, I just want to confirm we've not seen them far off. It looks like they're closing with me.
They are closing with you, yes.
So in that case, I'm using the axe and not the hammer.
And they're close to you already. A couple of them are pretty close to you as well. So yeah, for initiative, just press on your token and then go to your character sheet. And then on the weapons line, it'll have speed. Click that dice roller there. That's your initiative for that weapon. If you're casting a spell, you can put spells in your sheets and give them initiatives as well.
Oh, 1.
Nice. Now, I do dual wielded differently from Mark, right, for weapon speeds. So, for when you get to use your second attack and stuff. So I'll put that in a second. I'm actually just tidying up something on my stream. My green screen's a bit wonky. So, yeah, right, how I'll do, you're using a weapon in each hand. So how I do that is, what's the weapon speed is 7. So your first one is 8 plus 1, your weapon speed. Your second one, just add another 7. So your second attack, if your first one's on 8, your second attack will go on 15.
Okay.
Now, how do I add a line, Mark?
Speed will add a turn. Right click, add a turn.
Oh yeah, no, right. It's on the person's character, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you do that for me too, please?
Yep. You have two attacks, yeah?
Me?
No, Mark.
Ah, sorry.
Nope, this is for a spell.
Alright, okay, cool. So we've got Blark's 2 attacks, we've got
One attack, Mark.
Polly's got his. I am waiting for Darrow, your initiative, and then we're ready, mate. I'll just do all the ants on the same initiative. For simplicity. Because that's the kind of DM I am. I'm a bit shit, a bit stupid. It's all about keeping the gameplay flowing for me, man. Are you rolling initiative, Peter? Decided?
Right, what I'm... This space, it's an open space.
No, it's cavernous. It's opened up. Yeah, it's more open than it was, but it's still cavernous. The ceiling's a bit higher, so from the 10 feet you were in, it'll be going to 20 and 30 feet. And then you see in front of you on the map, it does drop down a level and it drops down a level. So with that 20, 30 feet, that'll become 35, 40 feet. So between the floor and at the lowest bit and the roof, it's maybe 40 feet. And you can see there's a body of water there.
So how many ants does it look at? You've got, so we're on the level, my right is a higher level, or the wall of the cavern.
That's the wall of the cavern to your right. And then on your left is, it goes down, there's like a little kind of, a rock, not a sheer drop, but a little kind of level drop where it goes down a level at an angle. But only maybe 5 feet or something.
It looks like only 2 ants can get in on us.
No, I would say definitely a lot more could. With the amount of space there, because if I move them, notice I haven't snapped the grid on. I tried to play it more realistic, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they can easily get through like that.
So in that case, if we can have multiple ones on, if it looks like they can all get us on us anyway, how far? Let's see how far away. Let's see how far away things are. No, I'm not wanting to move him. I'm wanting, which is the one. Which is the one I click on for distance.
Sorry?
What do I click on for distance?
Or to measure, right? So you go to the 5th one down, the ruler. Yeah, you got it. Cool.
Yeah, I got that. Now found it.
Cool. Did you see what Mark's wrote in the game chat? He's rolled for his wild search. His wild search because he's a wild mage.
Yes.
So he's about to change. He's about to try and change his sex.
Yeah.
Well, how far can I get if I'm wanting my blow as well?
Half your movement rate. So your movement rate is 60 feet as a dwarf. So you can move 30 feet and then still get a hand-to-hand attack.
I think I can go and hit this first ant.
Now, Polly, I understand, is a specialist with the short bow, so he can, as well as taking 2 shots of his stationary, he can now go half his movement rate and still get. I can't remember exactly. I've got it written down because he's got specialist and longbow. He's got extra stuff with that. He can move and still shoot as well. He can still like move half his movement rate and shoot, I think.
Yeah, I'm a Bower Fletcher.
Yeah. No. I mean your specialisation in weapon style.
Oh right, yeah.
Along with you've got the short bow specialisation. You've got missile weapon speciality, so you can you've got extra movement, and we'll have to look at that in your character sheet. But you've got extra movement before you can shoot. Let me have a quick look at that, man, just to remind myself. So, because we did copy it in. Specialisation, missile weapon style. Character can move up to half their normal movement rate and still attack with their full rate of fire. So you can move half your movement rate and still shoot 2, or you can make a full move and still shoot 1. As well as getting a bonus of -1 against enemy missile fire with when you're attacking with missile. That's sick.
That's great.
I'd head up to there, and then I'm going to...
Can you roll the initiative first, Peter, please?
I rolled the initiative some time ago.
Oh, it's not come up on the thing. You must have
Yeah,
the token.
yeah, you didn't select it.
What did you roll? I'll just add it.
Looks like you got a 9,
9.
whatever is.
Okay.
Oh, I got an 8.
8, okay. So, and to order them, you do, what do you do to order them?
When I click on the,
Got it. There we go. So, it's Polly first.
Alright, okay, sorry.
No, it's okay, bud. So, Polly, you can take 2 shots, take half your movement rate and take 2 shots, or do your full movement rate and take 1 shot. That's cool.
All right then. So I see the first ant coming towards us, right?
They're all coming towards you, yeah.
All right then. I will say, I see one, and I will prepare an arrow onto
Okay.
my bow.
Now, you've got your 2 shots, so we actually need to add a second one for you. So, 2 seconds. What's the speed of the short bow for you? What did you roll? +5, so it's 13.
Yeah, 5.
Cool. So I've added your second. So everyone has their second attacks in the initiative order. So Mark, that's how the difference between me and you. The way I do second attacks, I just add the weapon speed again to the first one. It's totally different from what you do, but it seems quite balanced. It's worked so far. So Polly, yeah, you know how to take an attack from this character sheet?
Next to the Thaco, where it says 20, I press the hit.
Yes.
Here I go.
You missed.
Dang, I'm nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do that again?
On your next turn, so
All right.
next is Blark.
Oh, my first turn in second edition. I can't believe it. Little ants. Blark, kill. Wait. Is my speed 12?
Yes.
Oh.
So you can move up to any of them and still get both your attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I move my token?
Yeah, you can move them yourself, or I can move them for you. Doesn't matter.
I'm all. Okay, to this first one.
Yep. So there's no grids you'll see in mine, so just move it to like wherever you want.
Yeah. Great. Okay, so I will attack that one.
Cool.
Next to the... Sorry. Okay.
I've actually put circles on these that you can see, so they've got a good armor class, and actually a way better Theco than first level characters, but some of them don't have many hit points. I've put that up for players and for viewers to see. Nice, 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 nice. That'll do
That
it.
made-
So yeah, roll damage just off the next bit on
Oh.
the sheet. That'll absolutely
Nice.
do it, man.
Wow.
Yes. So yeah, let me see how much damage you do.
It's the damage SM. Damage.
Yeah, small, medium, yes.
Okay. Wow.
Nice. So you take your axe, right, and it comes right down in the middle of this, and I don't know what you call it, a thorax maybe, and like the middle bit, and the axe just like splits the thing in half, and not just the axe splits it in half, but then the force of it like tears the rest of the thing in half, and like the two sides of the legs, and they split open, and the thing's only held together by the neck and a head, so it's a neck and a head, and then two flaps hanging off. It's absolutely obliterated this thing, so I'm putting an X on that. Like,
Now there's two ones.
now I'll just move it out the way as well, just for ease of play, right? Well, no, I'll leave it there just now, actually. Well done, you destroyed that one, Nick.
Good work, I say, as
It's
I
good
come up side
until you kill.
and I hope not to be let down as I look for where the weapon is, and bonuses.
There's no situational modifier on it. Any bonuses you have from strength or anything are built into the sheet already. So, armor class 7 will not hit it. Their chitinous body is a natural armor class. It's pretty decent. That.
Just looking at what modifiers it's apply, there seem to be.
I'm looking at it there. It says.
Yeah, so it was a roll of 10, then it.
Plus 1 times 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So yep, that one misses. It bounces off the armor, the natural armor of the giant ant. So Breed.
She starts casting a spell. It'll be magic missile.
Nice.
The spell goes off, but she says something very unladylike, but you're not certain what.
Oh, okay.
According to the by level variation, it'll go off as a level 2 mage. So really no change except for the actual distance of the spell.
So, for anybody watching, Mark's rolled a magic missile spell, but because he has a wild mage, there's always a chance of that wild mage surge. And it's happened this time, and it means that, what was it, the effect that's going to target will...
Okay, so not only does the ant take 4 points of damage from the magic missile...
Which one, Mark? Can you ping which one?
Top one.
Yep, so it takes 4 points of damage.
And it changes sex.
So, right, okay, so this magic bolt comes out of Breed's hands as she casts a spell. She mutters some word that seems like, it sounds like it's a dirty word, but you can't really tell. And she goes, what? And shoots this little magical blast, not a fireball, a little energy bolt, like not a bolt, even just a little ball of energy, and shoots it, and it goes blast into the giant ant, hits it, and you see it recoil in pain, and it burns. But then something really strange happens to the ant, and the ant, it falls unconscious, and you see it fall asleep, and then it kind of starts spasming, like there's something mad going on to this ant, and you see it it's in mad pain, and then you see it suddenly it spasms like a big bit, and it grows like one bit of it, and then one leg will spasm and grow, and it's it's becoming a female ant, which is the queen, isn't it? So this ant, it's turning into a queen ant, so it's going through this fucking magic metamorphosis. But imagine from a movie where a guy turns into a werewolf and they all goes and bits get bigger one at a time. So it's doing that. So yeah, this ant's going through a transformation into a female ant, which means it's turning into a queen ant. So it's fucking growing a massive amount in a magical amount of time. So it's going through these mad spasms and stuff. So yeah, that's what you've done to that ant, as well as you've not killed it, but it's unconscious and doing that. Let me put some sort of marker on it on roll 20.
Can I just warn you that I'm away for 5 minutes because my delivery from the supermarket's arrived?
Well, that's 9 o'clock, so that's 2 hours through, so that's half time, so we can take a 5-minute break if you want, Peter.
Well, say whichever way you want to do it, say it. So
yeah, absolutely, guys.
Yeah,
we'll take a 5-minute break then. Everybody can get the bathroom and whatever. Grab a snack. I'm gonna grab a snack as well, actually. So, I'll put a be right back screen up on Twitch for 2 minutes while I go to the kitchen, and we'll reconvene in 5 minutes to continue then.
Okay.
Cool. This dead one out the way just now. For ease of the map, make it look better. This one will come down to attack Blark. Oh, that's not a hit. Your armor class is 3, right? So, he just about hits you. He bites into your armor. What kind of armor is it he's wearing? Splint mail?
Yeah, yes.
So he bites into the splint mail, but goes no further than that. And that's the 2 ants. So, Polly is next with his second attack.
Okay. As I see that the ant is biting Blarg's armor, I'm like, oh no. And I prepare my second Darrow.
Let's see what you've got. That's not going to do it. Again, bounces off the ant's natural armour.
I was scared of hitting Blarg, that's why I missed.
You've hit the ant, but
doubt it.
you've not injured it. The arrow's bounced way back off it. Blark brings his other hand up, and he's got another big battle axe.
Ah! Now you will see. Go hit.
Uh-uh.
Oh.
That misses the ant completely. Now that's the end of our round. So, what does everybody want to do this round?
This is a 2-attack round for me.
Yep. So I'll add a second. So if you're attacking, I'll add a second thing for you. If you wait 1 second, add turn. Now for your weapon speed will just be, if you're just going the same attack, same weapon, that means you're not changing your initiative. So just add your weapon speed to that. So 7 again. Is it? No, it's more than that. What is it?
Remember, I've got the two-handed specialization. Well, I think it's only...
It's only 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So 14. Okay, so that's you for this round. You've got your 2 attacks.
Anyone else got weapons?
And you guys hear the sound of metal unfolding. Fink.
Now, Blark, you're specialised with the battle axe, aren't you?
Yes.
So that means with your main hand, you get 2 attacks this round, and with your second hand, you still get 1 attack. So you've got 3 attacks this round.
Oh. Okay. Redemption. So I can attack one more time. I will attack the ant. That's,
yep, you don't need to roll it. You just add. What's the weapon speed for your battle axe?
7.
So you just add 7 to your second one.
Okay.
Okay, now. So Blark's done. Darrow is done. Polly, are you doing the same again, using your short bow?
Yes,
And Breed,
as I have seen that.
you've rolled initiative for the fan, right?
Yes, I did, and rolling off on a 12.
Okay. So that's us reordered. Polly, you're first.
Alright, so as the last arrow bounced off the ant, I will aim for its eye this time. And I will take some time to aim
Okay,
correctly.
that's going to incur -4 to the attack.
Yeah. That's a called shot. But you can do that, right? Have you got the rules for that written in your character sheet?
I mean, I was just giving it as a flavor, not really.
Yeah, no, you actually have the speciality in... can do something like that, I'm sure. With your archer kit. Did we copy it over from your kit? No? Right, okay, let's have a quick look for that. It won't take 2 minutes. So it's in complete halfling kits, wasn't it? Fighter kit's the archer. The archer can choose to make a called shot, earning additional bonuses on his or her special attacks in certain circumstances. By electing to take careful aim, he or she gains a +2 bonus on his. Oh no, this is just for taking extra time, and no, so that's not. So, okay, so what you're doing is a flavour shot to try and hit it directly in the eye. So that will be a -4 to your attack if you want to do that. If you want to shoot it in the eye, it's a -4.
No, I will just shoot it at what I believe is the eye. but since it's dark, I'm not
Well,
very good.
You're aiming at that anyway, aren't you? Because it's coming at you, crawling head first. So you're aiming between the eyes anyway. That would be your bullseye anyway.
Yeah. So
Let's take a shot. Now that hits it.
There's a hit.
Yep, that hits it. Now, which one was that? This one? Or this one? There's two.
the one that was biting Blarg.
Okay. Roll damage then.
All right. I say the hunt begins.
Nice. 7 damage. Okay, oh shit. The arrow. No, I've not even done that. Oh, yeah, I have. The arrow doesn't hit it right between the eyes, but like just above and in between the eyes, and it seems to have sunk right into where its brain would be if it was a human. So how this thing is still going, you don't know, but it seems to still be coming. But like by the looks of it, half its head's cracked open, like it looks like near death, but only still going because it's mindless, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I pump my fist in celebration.
Nice. So it'll be Blarg next, with one of 3 attacks this round.
Oh. So the ant it's still alive.
Yes, they're both. This one is very certainly near death, and this one is uninjured.
Hmm.
Oh no, was
Okay.
it hit? I'm not sure. I don't think it was hit. No, this one is
Yeah.
uninjured.
Okay, I will finish the one that I have in front of me.
Okay.
Oi.
Oof.
Oh, very nice. So that'll be a hit. Now, for next week, I'll get to change what it says like in the game chat. It doesn't matter. For now, you've definitely hit that. Like just so that so that it says your character name rather than your player name for people watching. So you have for Polly, it says Polly. If you go to at the bottom, it says as. You can change that. Whoa! 11.
Oh. That's a bit overkill.
Nice. So that, it only had 1 hit point, is absolutely obliterated. You smash it into, somehow, with 1 cut of your axe, you smash it into 6 pieces. That's how overkilled that is.
Sorry.
Splatter. Big blood splatter all over the place. I'll move it out of the way, but yeah, there's 2 dead ants here. I'll leave them there for now, so you know where they are. Very nice. Darrow. Your first attack of the round. You still have that 1 ant in front of you.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
it tastes great, X.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that will certainly hit it.
Um,
Oh. Right, if that first one was overkill, this one is super hyper overkill. This one splatters all over the wall. Next to you here, this is all ant blood. Whatever colour ant blood is, it's all over the wall. Darrow, it's all over you now. Blarg, it's all over you now. Whatever ant blood is, you two are certainly really covered in it. That was... You absolutely obliterated that one. Blarg obliterated the first one and you showed him up, basically. Nicely done. Braid, you are using your fan, right? Let's see this.
Yes, I am.
Oh. Okay, you don't see any more ants at this point, from where you're standing.
But she does handless cartwheels.
2 seconds, Mark. I'm going to reveal a
We'll
little
move her
bit.
to here.
I'm revealing a little bit more map just because the guys went forward a bit.
Yeah, she's going to be doing handless cartwheels
Alright.
to get to here.
Okay. Alright, so she's moved to there. Right, so I'm revealing a little bit more map then, Mark. Hang on a second. Give me just a moment, Mark, because there's something here. You see something, if you bear with me just a moment. You will see. You see it just at the edge of your vision there? A wee head poking out. Just at the edge of your vision. You'll see another ant.
Okay.
Now, for some reason the ants are 11 and you were 12 and the ants are before you, but it doesn't matter. I will just do that. Right, so the ant's next. So there is indeed one more ant here, look.
Let me back up then.
Okay. Yeah, you've still got movement. So you saw that, you can move back a bit.
No, because the answer is to go before me, and I thought there were no more ants.
No, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. You've moved to there on your turn, so you only see now the ant moving anyway. So give me 2 seconds.
I'm going to attack the transformative queen.
You're gonna. Oh, right, okay. Right. So Mark's attacking this thing that. Now, because it's prone, it's lying on the ground and it can't move, Mark.
It don't matter.
Only a roll of a 1, you would have missed that. So yeah, you've cut that to pieces. That's no longer going through this mad magical transformation, it's just dead. Cut it open with your war fan. Roll the damage. Doesn't really matter because you can hit it repeatedly now. Just to be official, you need to take 2 hit points off it to kill it. Do you want to roll damage, Mark? Finish it off? Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, just roll again. Because it's totally prone, so yeah, just roll again and roll another damage and you've killed it. Just when you're rolling attack, don't roll a 1. Ah, now you've got to roll an attack roll, because you can still fumble even hitting something that's totally prone.
Yeah.
You can still fumble. Anything else is a hit, but a 1 is a miss. But roll it and then you can have the 3 damage. There you go, 3 damage, it's dead. So you killed the initial 4 ants that you saw, but as you've moved up there, you have seen that there is another ant coming. Now, it's the turn of ants before we go into Polly, and you will see 2 of them running down now. I'll move 1 down first and then the other one, but you see 2 coming down. Now this one, because Breed, you're at the front, he's going to come for you. So let me roll an attack for it. Does that hit? What's your armor class? 5. I think that just hits, eh? Armor class 5. Oh, it's just a hit and no more. Your radar. So, this thing's going to hit you for damage, Mark. Unfortunately, mate. Sorry, I've opened the wrong character sheet.
Yeah, that just hit me, yeah.
Yep. Okay, it's damage. Oh, you're not going to like this. It's 1d8. Goes to bite you. It does bite you successfully. for 5 points of damage. And there's another ant coming running in. This one's sensing the additional danger. We'll run past Breed. There's enough room there that it's going to get past without allowing you an attack of opportunity, unfortunately, Mark. Do you know what I mean? There's a full 5 feet between you, so I'm not giving it. It's smart enough to run past you without letting you hit it. It's got enough room and it's smart enough, so... Oh, I moved the wrong one. I'm moving the dead ones to make the map cleaner. So this one comes down and goes to bite at Darrow. Alright, so... Rolls to hit. What's your armor class? Oh, what is your armor class?
Check the character sheet.
Ooh. Can't be that good, I don't think. 4. That's a hit. Another hit from the ants, right? Okay, so I'll need to roll damage. Darrow, this ant gets through your armor somehow. Bites into you. Takes 7 points of damage. That was a 1d8 roll, mate, sorry. It's not me, it's the dice.
17 becomes 10.
Oofed. So yeah, a couple of big hits there from the ants. That is the end of the turn for the ants there. So, Polly, you've got your second shot this round.
Okay. Do I notice how damaging was the bite on Darrow?
I don't know why Polly's first one isn't in there anymore. Oh, it is there. Okay. Yeah, you can clearly see in front. Well, nah, maybe at the angle where you're standing, actually, your vision might not. You might only have 80, 70, 60% vision if you look at where the side of the map is. So maybe you wouldn't get the best idea of how serious that was. You would understand it a bit, though, I think.
Alright. And can I see the ant that is attacking Breed?
Yeah, you would see that quite clearly.
Okay, then I will attack that ant.
Okay.
The other two seem more than capable warriors.
Okay, good luck. No, that's not going to hit anything. That bounces off the wall behind it somewhere. Ping.
Oh jeez, I was worried if I didn't hit Breed.
Crashes off the wall. Darrow, you have your second attack with your great axe this round, my friend. Peter, see what you can do with it. You were quite impressive with the last one, so I've got high hopes. Oh, okay, so that's a fumble. Now, you've all seen my homebrew fumble rules.
Yeah.
Right, let's bring that up for the screen so that people watching on Twitch can see that, because I've only wrote down a couple of my rules. This is one of them. So, on a fumble, you've got to roll a second roll, basically, and you don't want to roll a 1.
A second to hit roll.
Yep, and you roll on your best dice. So yours is fighter. So roll 1d10. No, sorry, you roll 1d10, and if you get a 1, it's a super bad fumble. Oh!
Oh my god.
Now this is bad, right? So I've got to get creative. This is bad, man, right? That wasn't just a fumble, this is a really bad fumble. And you were the guy that says you don't like this, but... Right, okay. So, I need to go easy on you, right? So, your great axe... when you miss this ant, right? Your great axe goes flying out your hands, right? And it hits this wall in roughly the same place that Polly's arrow did, but your axe just splits in half and it's absolutely destroyed and there's no repairing that. R.I.P. axe.
Oops.
Oops. R.I.P. axe, yeah, there's no fixing it. You can instantly see that the way it smashes off the wall. Picture throwing a toy one against the wall, it breaks like that.
You are fast Darrow now.
Unlucky Darrow. Just Darrow, no longer Darrow Great Axe. Darrow Broken Axe. Now Blark, you have 2 more attacks this round, so you've swung once with your right hand, Now you can go left, right. So you've got a right, left, right this round. Now it's time for your left and your right.
Guys, come on, can we hit?
You've already attacked. You've already done your first attack, though, haven't you? So you can't move again this round and attack. You can
can't?
No, because you've moved. You've moved and attacked. You can't. Yeah, so they'll go to waste.
Okay, so I basically can.
You already attacked in this round, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you don't. If it was only 5 feet, if it was just like within 5 feet of you, if there was more of them, I would let you have 5 feet of movement and take more attacks. But the rules of second edition is once you've attacked, you can't then move to take your second attacks or whatever. You can only get them. You only get them if you're stationary. I would allow 5 feet. Mark does as well. It makes sense. You can be able to get a quick sidestep as you swing. Do you know what I mean? But no, I don't allow you to get. In fact, that ant's still there. So yeah, you have 5 feet. Sorry, I'm talking out my arse, right? I'm saying that I'll give you 5 feet. You only need 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Because the ant's right there. I'm forgetting the ant's right there. So yeah, there you go. Go ahead and have your second 2 attacks. Yes. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. Sorry.
Yeah, guys, let's fucking kill. Let's hit one ant, please.
That will just hit it.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice. Now, that one, believe it or not, didn't die from that. You've put a massive chunk out of it, really injured it. It's close to death, but that didn't kill it. You do, however, have your 3rd attack. And because it's right next to you, you get to use it.
Nice. Mr. Darrow, don't worry, me protect.
Yes! Do it. Nope. No hit. Okay,
me not protect.
So we have 2 ants still alive, and we have a new round. So, what does everybody want to do this round?
I'm going to have to. I'm surprised my given axe has failed so much, but I'll have to draw the hammer.
You're also going to have to go back and tell your church what you did to their holy axe, mate. At some point. Yeah. That was your charged. That was your charged weapon. That was your great gift from the church, and you've destroyed it.
Yeah, so I've had. It's clearly this is the diversion from my real errand. So kill the ant, and then I want to leave.
It's a sign from your god.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm drawing a hammer, so I need a new initiative. Don't I?
Yeah. So wait, you've got 2 here, so I'll take one out. I need to delete one. And when you roll it, it'll just change the remaining one. Everybody decide what they're doing this round. I'm going to be 2 minutes. I'll just top up my drink again. I hope you don't think that I'm a mean dungeon master by destroying that axe, because that axe is like one of the best things about your kit. It's +1, like right at level 1. It's you're super specialised in it. You're tuned to that weapon, and I've just destroyed it, man. I hope you don't think I'm mean. That was a 1 in 200 chance.
That's why I don't use critical fumble tables.
It's a 1 in 200 chance, because it was a 1 in 20.
That's why I don't like critical fumble.
In my defence,
this is something I said I didn't like them ahead of time.
Yeah,
so.
you did.
Oh dear, I've lost my sword, my axe. Now I don't like it.
No. You did. Yeah, you did before. But don't worry, man. I'll make that up to you. But to be fair, that was a 1 in 20, then a 1 in 10 chance. So it was a 1 in 200 chance of doing that to you. So don't think it was me. That was dice that did that to you. That wasn't me. It's nothing personal.
My view is that combat. You get fumbles for. No, how many die rolls have we rolled this combat?
Oh, not many.
That's part of 20 between us.
Yeah.
So that's 120, at least 120 a combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5% chance on a D20 to roll a 1.
Yeah, so there's a 5% of getting a fumble, but then there was another 10% chance of that 5% being that fumble. So it was like a 0.2% chance or
Then
whatever.
a couple of us aren't fighters either. Are more likely to fumble.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on with this.
They're
I've
not-
wrote
they're-
eight initiatives, so my initiative's still the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, they're not more likely to fumble because it's always one on the 1d20. Everybody has the same chance of an initial fumble, but a martial class like a fighter has less chance of it being a really bad fumble because you had a 1 in 10 chance there, where a mage would have a 1 in 4. You just rolled really unlucky. You're gonna have to find that other church now.
Okay, I've wrote my initiative, so I'm the same number as last time.
Okay, and you're using a warhammer.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, right. So Darrow is using a warhammer this round. Unfortunately, doesn't have his big axe. I mean, have a look at it. Maybe there is some repair in it. Maybe I exaggerated, but yeah, you saw it smash anyway. Polly, you are shooting again.
Yes.
Breed,
Gonna go into combat with this thing.
nice. And Blark,
Defensive postures with DFNs.
I think I will move if I can and attack,
yeah.
but I would like to move like maybe furthest so I can see if there's more ants.
Yeah. Well, you can move up to half your movement rate and still attack. So you can move
okay.
60 feet and still get an attack. So if you
Okay.
just roll for your regular weapon, you can then do that when it's your turn. In fact, you're already on the initiative for that weapon. So all we do for this round is we ignore the 22 because you have 8 and 15. Because you only have the 2
Okay.
attacks this round, so it's the 8 and the 15.
Okay.
Polly, you have the 2. Breed, you have the 1. The giant ant has the 1. So, Polly, you are first.
All right.
You're
As I
shooting
see
at
that,
this ant.
Darrow has thrown his axe to attack the ant, as far as I can tell. So I will keep attacking the ant next to Breed.
Okay.
Nice.
I think that might be a hit.
Two seconds.
Oh, I assumed it was a hit. Sorry.
At AC3, I think
That is a hit, yeah. Yes, that is a hit. So, that was this one, yeah?
Yes, sir. As far as my
And you
limited
did 4
eyesight
damage.
can.
Okay, so you sink an arrow right again into the arrow's body this time. Not the head section, but the second section. Arrow sinks right in. Seems to take a solid hit into it. Does the damage. Does some kind of hard damage anyway. Looks good. Blark, your first attack with your one of your axes. Staying here and attacking this one, or are you moving anywhere?
I mean, this one isn't it dead?
No. They're both
The
injured
one-
and neither of them are dead.
Ah, okay. I mean, if I move towards the one that is far away, I will get an attack of this one.
No, because you can quite easily skirt around it. There's enough room.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to do that because, I mean, this one seems pretty beaten up.
So you want to do like that, yeah? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can absolutely do that. And you still have both attacks. Yeah, you still get both attacks. Because it's two, you're dual wielding.
So I will...
So you're attacking with one of your axes.
Mhm. Does it hit?
armor class 4 does not hit, unfortunately. That one will again deflect off the ant's natural, its body, its chitinous armor. Like the axe just chinks away, unfortunately. Darrow with the warhammer. So you have enough time to pull out your warhammer, and you're going to swing it at this axe in front of you. The ant in front of you, sorry.
Yep. And it's by 1 again.
Yeah, misses by 1. So the giant ant, it's got a choice of 2 of you to attack, so I'm going to roll a dice. Odds it's breed, evens it's black. So it's black. That's going to miss. Now, bear with me 2 seconds, just need to grab something. You see, at the edge of your vision, a couple more ants coming out. And by the end of their movement, they get 2. On the wrong layer, 2 seconds. By the end of their movement, they get to about there. Now, breed. What's breed doing, Mark? Attacking with the fan? You hear me, Mark, yeah? Anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Mark, what's breed doing? Attacking with a fan, eh? You okay, Mark? Ah, you're there. Cool.
Door.
Ah, okay, buddy.
Tink.
Nope. So that's going to bounce off the armour.
Yeah.
Polly, you've got your second shot with your short bow, mate.
Yes. Do I have to attack the same target?
No.
Alright then. Since Lark moved to the other ant, I think I assume everything is under control over there, so I will attack the ant in front of Darrow.
Okay. I assume you would move for a slightly better angle because you're a little bit obscured there.
Alright then.
It's only 5 feet, it's fine. And that's going to, again, bounce off an ant's armour. It's going to hit it but not do any damage. Blark, you have your second attack. Your other axe.
Not worry, Brit. I will kill this ant right now.
Yes, I love it. Oh, no you won't. No you won't. You totally miss. You totally miss. Peter, check your Discord private mails. I sent you something.
That was a joke.
Right, so that's the end of a round. So, does anybody want to change their actions for this round now that a couple more ants have appeared?
One must become like water.
Woohoo.
I'm just saying a mantra to myself.
Cool.
Ever flowing.
Still
Never
in,
stop. Nothing obscures.
she's still in ninja mode with the fan, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Right, so Braid is going to use the fan again. Blark, if you're using your axes, you'll get your third attack this round on 22.
Mhm. Yes, I would like to where I'm standing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the ants would have to pass through me to get to the other guys, right?
Uh-huh.
Because
Well, no,
on the
no.
left is
They could get round you, but they would invoke an attack of opportunity for sure. Unless they could crawl up this thing. This isn't steep, and this is only about 5 feet tall. This, so if an ant was coming that way, they could get up that no problem. A giant ant. The giant ant would get up that at normal speed, if they came that way. So not necessarily no. You're not really blocking. Not if they come down this way. No.
okay, but I think I one attack is before. Okay, I think I will stay here.
Well, you can decide that you're attacking. You don't have to decide where you're moving yet. Just say you're attacking with your axe.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm attacking with
Okay.
both axes.
So you have a third attack on 22. So that's
Ideally.
Breed and Blark. Polly, what's Polly doing? Shooting?
Yes. Now I'm getting a little worried about Darrow.
Okay. And
Should I talk to him now or in my turn?
what is Darrow doing?
Hammer's still hitting it with his hammer.
With a hammer. Okay. So I don't need to change any initiatives then. Everybody, Blark, your third attack is added. So Polly, you're first.
All right. I want to ask Darrow, are you all right, Master Dwarf?
I'm alive.
All right then. Then
But
I
that
will
was
attack.
a bad omen. You should not have taken this mission.
That's a very bad omen. It seems like it.
Well, okay. That's very worrying. I will quickly attack the ant in front of him.
Okay. Now, because even though he's in combat with it, you've got enough room to get a shot without any penalty. That's not going to hit it. That's going to ping away somewhere. Unsure where.
Oh, it is a bad omen, maybe.
Blark. You can still move and attack. You've just decided that you're using your axe this round. You can get past this one. There's enough room for you to do that and get past it. You wouldn't get an attack of it wouldn't get an attack of opportunity on you if you wanted to.
Sorry.
Just saying that if you wanted to move, you can. You can move and still attack. Remember.
Okay.
You have half movement rate and full attacks, so you can move up to 60 feet and still get those 3 attacks.
Okay. But this one is healthy,
Yes.
right? Okay, now yes, I
No,
will kill it.
It was hit and injured. It's not. It's injured, but it's not
Okay.
near death like the other one was. Sorry.
Now me kill.
Nice. No.
See?
Again, bounces off this giant ant's armor. So Darrow.
Me should stop talking.
Darrow with Warhammer. See if you can do any better. Now this one again is injured. Nope. Bounces off its armor. Hits it, but doesn't break through the armor. Now the ants will attack. So I'll go from bottom to top. So the bottom one's going to attack Darrow. And miss. The next one is going to attack Blark.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Don't say that, you've just jinxed it. C? What's your armor class? Oh no, it's 3. Okay, so he
Oh,
bites.
baby.
But again, he
Come
bites
on.
into your armor. But now you've got the whole problem of another one has come up and wants to attack you.
Breed's got an AC of 5.
Okay. Well, this one's attacking Blark also. And misses. And the fourth ant kind of hovers it doesn't come into attack. It moves around a bit, steps back a bit, steps back a bit more. Braid, your turn.
Let's try this again, shall we?
Oh, that'll do it. That's a critical hit. So, look at the critical hit table again, Mark. You now have a chance of doing a super critical hit. So, roll a 1d10, and if you get a 10, it's triple damage. If not, it's still the regular double damage. So roll 1d10 first. Okay, so it's still double damage, so roll double damage for that. Now you double it, including the bonuses. For the critical. You won't have any anyway.
There you go.
Nah, don't roll 2d3, roll a d3 and double it. So just double the first one. It's 6. Yeah, I don't do roll 2 of them. I roll the same dice and double it. So it's a 3 doubled, 6.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, 6. And that was this one, right?
Closest one to me, yep.
Yeah, so that was enough to kill it. So I'll just move it out of the way again. There's another dead ant lying on the floor here.
Let's do work.
Yes, there you go. That dealt with that one. So next it's Polly with the second shot.
Alright, let's finish this ant in front of Darrow.
Yeah, she does a split and cuts the thing's head off.
Oh, looks like it's gone in, but again slides off and chinks off the armor, the natural armor of the giant ant. They've got an armor class of 3, like, so obviously with this.
At least 3 times at this particular ant's been missed by 1.
Yep. It's got extra good. It's because of this exoskeletal armor, natural armor they have, isn't it? Natural armor class 3. Now, Blark, you have 2 more attacks. Let's see what you can do to this ant.
I will not kill this ant.
Oh, reverse psychology, I like it.
Now, are these workers or soldiers?
He thinks he's being very intelligent.
Does your character know about ants, Mark? Would your character know much about ants? Not really. You're not going to know the difference between a worker ant and a warrior ant in their normal version, so you wouldn't really know. Unless you saw the 2 separate from each other, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. Oh! So, here we have another critical hit, right? Now, you get to roll a 1d4, and if you roll a 4, it's triple damage. This is where your fighter has a better chance of getting that triple damage. So roll 1d4, and you want a 4. Still double damage. So roll damage and double it. Still a normal critical hit, still a double damage.
Oh.
Boom. 16 damage. So this ant joins the obliterated club like the other 2 before. He is...
Reverse psychology worked. I can't believe.
Now you won't get your other attack because there's no one within 5 feet for you to use it on. So, we come to the end of another round. And there is still an ant. Here. That is 45 feet away from you. From Black, from the closest. So,
Okay.
we have another round. What would you guys like to do?
Finish off this ant, finally.
Oh, sorry, I forget you still have this ant. Sorry. I thought this one was the last one. This ant hasn't taken its turn, has it? So this one needs to attack Darrow, sorry. Oh no, it did. They all did. Sorry, I was just thinking that this was the only ant that was still alive. I'm incorrect. It's this one. So we still have. I was thinking that we had a new round and that was the only ant that was alive, but we don't. We still have this one attacking Darrow. Forgive me. Are we doing the same things? Using the same weapons?
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So we keep the same initiative then. So Polly, you go first.
Okay, I will finish this and once and for all.
Nope.
Gosh, these are much harder than the rabbits.
Blark. You have that ant in front of you by 45 feet and the ant behind you attacking Darrow also.
If I move 45 feet, can I attack?
Yes, you can move 60 feet and attack.
Ah, okay. But I don't have 3 attacks. I shall have 2.
You have 2 this round, yeah. We need to take that off this round.
Okay. Okay, so I will move up to that one.
Okay. Right,
let me move it.
before you take your attack, let me reveal the rest of the map then.
Yeah. Hmm.
You should be able to see everything now, I think.
Okay.
You guys see the whole map, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I will attack.
Go for it. That's gonna miss.
Mm.
Darrow. Yes, that will do it. We'll see some damage. Boom.
Oh.
That ant joins the obliterated club. But that one doesn't get split into bits by an axe. That one gets crushed by the hammer of Darrow. So after losing his axe in what appears from a distance to be totally destroyed, he's managed to finally get to using this warhammer and totally smash that one to bits. So there's now no ants around you guys. The only ant you see, and you can see the whole area now, the only one you see is this one up by Blark. And it will be this ant's turn. So this ant is going to turn to run away, so you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, nice.
Let me just grab the thing. So roll an attack.
Ah.
He's not turning before you get your attack. I'm just turning him for ease of moving him after if you don't kill him. But yeah, take an attack of opportunity. Oh, is that? Oh yeah, you took it. Okay, so you missed.
Yeah.
So he runs away.
Mm.
Right.
So he's away. So unless you're chasing after him in this turn, I would end combat there because there's nothing else.
I won't trace it.
Okay, now from there, you can see back here what's left of Darrow's axe. Now it looks like maybe he saw it worse than you did because of the way he fumbled, but it looks like it might possibly be repairable. Perhaps the way Darrow saw it when he lost his his charged holy weapon was a bit of an apocalyptic view of it, and he had a bit of a biased view, and perhaps it is more repairable than he thought. Just saying.
Wow.
Repairable.
Darrow runs forward and looks at the axe.
Yes. And as I say, it's not as bad as you first thought. I think the image of it being shattered to bits may have been more of, like you say, a bad omen that you saw personally rather than how bad it actually was. So I would say it is repairable. Probably by a good blacksmith.
Picks,
Sorry, weaponsmith.
Yes. So he picks the axe up.
I would never forgive myself if I destroyed the kit for you, because Champion's my favourite kit, Peter. So yeah, your axe is definitely repairable.
He looks at that.
What I would say is...
My axe.
What would...
Yeah, he's...
Does
anyone
anyone...
realize not quite so bad. Does he think about the fact that he's injured and Bride is injured?
Now, does anyone in the party have weaponsmithing non-weapon proficiency? No one?
Nope.
Okay. Even without that non-weapon proficiency, Darrow, with your knowledge of the great axe and your specialisation of it, and your deity's use of it as a holy weapon, you would certainly know that even though it's not beyond repair, it's going to take more than your average weaponsmith to repair it.
Right.
So it's not going to be like, go to the next weaponsmith you see next door and he's going to be able to fix it in 5 minutes for you. It's certainly going to be a bigger job by a skilled craftsman, at least.
Right. Oh, Max. Max.
You'll be double praying tonight.
He goes, you're injured, lass.
Now there's a dwarf who will be double praying tonight. I'm sorry.
Injured, lass.
May Baruch Thrum have mercy.
I just say I'm injured. See, you're holding her midsection.
Does she look almost... I don't know how much we're allowed to infer from looking at each other. She looks pretty badly injured, does she?
You can tell she's fairly badly injured, yes. She's
Yes.
bleeding, holding onto her side, with a limp, even though her leg's not injured. Yeah, she's definitely hurt. You can see that for sure. With an uneducated glance.
I will roll the d8 here.
Is that Cure Light Wounds, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Obviously it's not going to be many at this level, but always pay attention to how many spells and everything you use, because I'll ask you to just give me a quick note of what spells you used, or what non-weapon proficiency you used, or what thief skills or anything you used within a session. Because your memories are better than mine. You all have to remember one character each. I've got 4, so you do it. Nice!
So you're on full hit points.
Nice roll.
Yeah. And...
So, Baruchram has not abandoned you at all then. So with the destroying of the axe, obviously he's not totally abandoned you, because he's just given you all like the full healing capacity of your spell, so you're feeling a little better, I guess.
Was she healed because she was the one who spoke against taking this mission?
Baruchram favours her. But I think Baruchram perhaps forgives you with all that favour he's just granted with that healing spell, so maybe all is not lost. Okay, so that's...
Dwarf God, you lost your hammer in battle. They smile upon that.
I guess, after being the only character that had like a personal backstory mission, Peter, with Darrow, you now become the only one with 2, because you need to get your axe fixed, or you need to get a new holy axe or whatever, you need to get it fixed or something.
Which I think will mean that I'm certainly going to be argued to travel to that island.
Yeah, well there you go, like, first session in and you smashed your holy axe. Don't say it's not interesting playing with me, like... No one died yet, that's good, we're like 3 hours in and no one died, so... One destroyed axe is like a good price to pay for no one being dead.
Well, I will still pick up its bits.
Yes, okay. So just put broken holy axe on your character sheet for now, I guess. So yeah, you get looking around this cavern, you can see, picture it as what you see on that map on Roll20, like just exactly like that. Shallow water. You can tell it's quite shallow.
So those. What this here is water, is it? Or, no, or is it? Or is that the water?
Here.
That's the water.
Yeah.
Is there any mechanic for recovering ammunition?
Yes. And it's a house rule, I just haven't written it down. So how many arrows did you fire?
7.
How many missed?
I think 6.
Okay, roll 1d6.
Right.
You get 4 back. The other 2 are broken.
Okay. That's nice.
Do you like that? It's a house rule.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you like it, Mark?
It works.
It works, yeah. Gives you a chance to get some back, and it gives you like, it puts more chance in the game. So it's not like, oh, you can get them all back or you can get none back. It's like I've got a chance of getting some back. It's a wee quick, easy roll. There you go. You got 4 back.
So, can we inspect the ant bodies to see if we see any, I don't know, anomaly in what they ingested, or is that too complex?
Now you want to cut them open and see what they've been eating?
Maybe just one.
You can certainly try, mate.
Only anomaly to look at would be the ring.
Yeah, you'd be looking for a ring, I guess.
Well, I wanted to see if they had like anything from the bags that they had stolen, also in their bellies.
Okay.
But maybe I don't know if I want to be the one that is doing the cutting. Maybe my friend Blarg may give me a hand, right?
Aren't you the hunter? Aren't you the one that's used to this?
Yes, of course. I'm like the chef, and he's like my helper.
Hey,
I'm the chef, and he's the butcher.
Oh, okay, okay.
me can cook too.
Yeah, precisely. That's what I mean. So why don't you give me a hand, big boy?
So you're going to cut open one of the ants, yeah?
Okay.
One of them or all of them?
Maybe one is enough.
Okay, so I will cut open one of them.
Okay. So, inside the ant, you find the remains of small animals, I guess. Bones of small animals. I guess these things are like eating like, somehow these are like eating like actual, maybe not live animals, but they do eat animals. And whatever else you would expect to find that ants eat. But if you're looking close enough now, is there a proficiency check for this? I guess not. I would say, what's your intelligence? Give me an intelligence check. Yeah, just give me an intelligence check.
Polly?
Just roll against your intelligence on a d20 and score your intelligence or lower to pass. So roll a d20. Sorry, I forget you're new to second edition. Because you're playing so smoothly, man, both of you. I forget you've never played this edition. Yeah, just roll a d20 and compare it to your intelligence. What's your intelligence?
A whopping 9.
Okay, so you see nothing out of the ordinary.
Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, Blarg. That was something.
That's fun.
Cut another. Cut all.
No, I think that's gonna do for now. So, are we all okay to proceed? What should be our focus, really? This is huge, and we don't know how many ants there may be.
So we can see 2 ways out.
Yes.
Apart
And
from the one we came from.
this is the one the ant ran away down. The top right. I don't know if you're zoomed out, you won't see it. If you're zoomed in, you won't see it. Top right. This is the one. This is where the ant went.
Here.
How many people wide is that passage?
2. 2 5-foot squares.
And sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I wanted to. I mean, like, just by looking, can we see anything over, like?
Give me 1 second. Oh, over there.
In the lake. And here.
Are you stopping to look in that direction then?
I mean, I just want to see if there's like an ant nest.
Right. Okay. So you're there, right? Wait a second. I need to just measure something. You don't have you've got 60 feet in provision, eh? No, you don't see anything.
And over here, I mean, in the water.
No, you don't see anything. You've got 60 foot in provision, so like that. So you can only really see there.
Yes. Okay.
In fact, maybe you see something in that direction. Maybe.
There, over there.
Okay, 2 seconds,
I think
guys.
his blog is trying to say.
I'm just going to run to the bathroom, so discuss that amongst yourselves, I guess. Right, guys. Sorry, I'm back. So, Darrow, you're out here looking, right?
Yeah, I can probably move even slightly over to the wall.
Yeah, so you are within infravision range. So, give me 1 second. See them?
Yeah.
There's
One ant's over there,
two more of the same. And when you move across and get close enough for them to see you, you not only can they see you, you can tell they've been watching you. They could already see you before you saw them.
Want to shoot them with your archery, Heath?
So once they click on that you're there, I'm gonna ask you to roll initiative again. Everybody decide what you're doing and roll initiative, because these ants are gonna instantly become hostile.
Okay.
Yeah, decide what you're doing. I'm gonna fill up my glass with my drink. Right, so what have we got rolled? Lark is using that, so you have 10, and what's the speed of the battle axe again? 7? So 10 and 17? Polly, have you rolled that? No, so Braid, you've rolled that. Darrow's rolled that 12.
So I roll my short bow speed again, right?
Yeah, if that's what you're using. It's a new combat, so initiative turn's been erased and we're starting again, so you're on 12, and what's the speed of the short bow? Never mind,
it's 5.
5, so 12 and 17. Breed's on 5, Darrow's rolled, so I just need to roll for the ants. 1 second. go. So Breed, you are first in this round, and then it's the ants.
Okay.
What are you rolling?
The level variation.
Alright, for a spell.
Good.
Your Wild Surge.
Yeah, so it's still going on as magic missile level.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna sure where. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a second level magic missile. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's still gonna be one bull,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's right.
it's
Yeah. It's the same. The first level and the second level are the same. Sorry. So you're shooting a magic missile for 5 damage, and now was that this closest one? Or the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's on the closest one, it doesn't kill it.
Eh.
It's a serious hit though, so this, again, the little bolt of magic comes shooting out your hand, zaps into the ant, it takes a stumble back, but it's still coming. Now the ants, in turn, are going to come for you. Now, I'm just going to quickly double check what their movement rate is. I think it's 15. Give me just a second. Monster sheet, because it's on there. Movement, oh, I've not put it on. 2 seconds. I'll find it in the book.
Pretty much long way away.
I think it might be 15, but I'm just going to double check. Insect. Giant ant. Movement 18.
Still pretty much far away
So
because
they can move.
they gotta go around.
Yep, so let's mark this out. No snapping, so that's 55. So yeah, they can hit Blark, both of them. Because they can move 90 feet and still attack.
Oh.
So they can both get to you. Sorry to be the one to tell you. But yeah, these ants are going to come marching round. And this one's going to attack you, mate.
Oh.
And it's going to miss though. But the second one, he's going to do the same. He comes running up. He's going to take a bite at you as well. Snap. Oh, and he does hit you. Gets through the armour. Pierces the armour. Let's see what we get for damage. So, Lark. Yo, it's only 1. So it's just a little nip through the ankle, a bit of your armour. Digs into you a little bit. It's just a flesh wound. And it's your turn.
Nice. Ha ha ha! I will attack. Oh.
That's not going to do it, I'm afraid. So, Darrow, with your Warhammer.
Let me just see.
I'm just checking also. Oh, gold, thank you for the host. What's happened?
You get there physically?
No, because you would have to jump down this thing and then jump back up it again. So no, you're not going to get 30 feet and an attack. No, because this is going to...
Well, I can move a bit and then throw the hammer.
Yes, you could.
Let me check the range for the hammer.
To move down this, you're just going to... It's a slope and it's rocky, so I'm just going to say for that, it's just going to double your movement rate. So for that 10 feet, or for that 5 feet, that 5 feet's going to become 10 feet, right? Of movement. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So I checked.
You wouldn't need to roll a dexterity check or anything to go down that way. I would just say that it's going to slow your movement for 5 feet. That's all. But then again, you can still go around the other way.
I'm going to remember I'm only 4'3".
Mm-hmm.
I won't be able to see up the slope the other side.
Here you mean? Shit,
Yeah.
hang on, I need my pointer. You mean up here? You can see on the map, it's just like how the map represents. It's a lot shallower, and maybe it's only 2 feet high on this side. Whereas it's at least 5 feet high on this side, and it's going to at least slow your movement to get down it.
Can I just check the range for the hammer?
It's 10, 20, 30, I think. Give me 2 seconds.
Yes, 10, 20, 30. So in that case, I want to move as far as I can and while still being able to throw the hammer. So can I get there? Hold on. I'm not meaning to move the character. That's what I'm meaning to do. You're saying it was 5 foot of extra movement.
Yes, so if you wanted to move that 25 feet, that'll cost you 30 feet of movement. So you can go there and still throw your
As
hammer.
I can move and still get my attack.
Yes.
So if we can remember where that spot is.
What I would say as well, to give you the choice, is you can either have your movement rate halved for 5 feet, or you can say make a dexterity check to jump down it, and it not slow you. I'll give you the choice actually. There you go.
No, I'll.
So the choice is yours.
That's about where the 25 feet was, isn't it? Agree, that's the point he gets to. You can't. No, it's further than
Right there, eh?
he gets there.
Bit further. Because I'm going to say he's going to get within the 10 feet of the closest one.
And so there.
Yeah. So
And then he uses the hammer at
So
the one he can see more clearly.
So short range, no penalty. You can see both of them quite clearly. Because it's only 2 feet at its highest, that bit of slope.
Do you see one of them's damaged, and if so, which one?
I don't think either of them were damaged, were they?
Those
No,
magic
one of them
missile.
was, yes. One of them was hit with the magic missile for quite a good hit, for 5 hit points, and one of them is undamaged. The one closest to you is the one that Mark's character, I forget the name for a second, Yoneko, hit with the magic missile. The one closest to you.
Okay, that's the one I'm missiling.
Okay.
So,
So no penalty for range because it's within the 10 feet.
it doesn't look as... It looks as if
Sorry, folks.
it's the same to hit roll for me.
Yeah,
No.
the to hit bonuses from your specialisation for your axe, they're all built into the roller on this character sheet.
Hold on, let's...
So if you see
I'm
on
doing a roll, so
Yeah.
let me do a roll to hit,
Yep.
and then see what comes up.
So just roll the one next to Warhammer and you'll see it doesn't have the attack adjustment and damage adjustment that the Holy Axe does. The Holy Axe has got +2/+3 because of the specialisation and the...
Bonus. Do I get strength bonus?
No. If you did...
No, so
you
I
do,
will...
you do. If you look up at your strength, it's 17, so you
Yeah,
get,
he's
you
a
get
strong
that.
weapon. He gets strength bonus and axe.
You do get that, but that's already built into this roller by ticking the strength damage
Yeah,
boxes.
it matched up the strength bonus. So I wanted to check I should leave it there.
Yeah, you leave those things ticked. You don't have to put in. There's no. That's only a situational modifier that you have to enter there.
Oh, he misses.
Yeah, that'll be nice. So, okay, so Darrow, Polly, it's your second shot with your short bow. In fact, no, it's your first shot because you rolled the 12. You've got 12 and 17 are your shots, so you get your first shot.
Yes, sir. I will attack the one that is biting his leg.
Yep. That's going to hit it. The arrow bites in. for 3 damage. And that was this one, the bottom one?
Yeah.
It's still alive. It's looking much. That's the one that's been hit with the magic missile and then that arrow. So it's looking very much like it's worse for wear, but it's still going. So straight after that, because it's 17, you've got your second shot.
Where did my first arrow hit it?
Body.
All right, I'm gonna try to land an arrow right next to it.
Nice. Missed. Missed it completely. So Blark, you have your second attack. So this is your other hand, because you're dual wielding. You have 2
Okay,
attacks this round. One with each hand.
I will attack the one that was hit by Polly.
This one.
Yes, the bottom
Okay.
one.
Good luck.
Uh,
No luck. Right, okay. So that's a new round. So does anybody want to do something else this round? Or does...
I'm getting out my other hammer, but I did have 2 anyway.
Yep. Okay, so
Oh, what the heck?
Braid, you are... Because I assume you've got no spells left, right?
Yep.
You going in with the fan again, the war fan. Nice.
Yep.
Nice roll. So Darrow, you don't need to change your initiative, so you're done. Braid, you're done. Blark, you are using the axes again.
yes.
You get a third attack this round then, because you've got the 3 every 2 with your main hand. So,
Every 2 means 2 attacks, 1 round, 1 attack. Just
add turn. 17 plus 7. 24. So Blark's done, Braid's done, the giant ants are done, Darrow is done. Polly, you are shooting again, or are you changing your action?
I will shoot again. Yes.
Okay, so we're all done, so I just need to put these in order. Braid, you are first. Yep, so you can quite easily move and attack. Good luck. Need to hit an armor class 3. Unlucky right now. So this ant, seeing you go for it, it's going to turn its attention away from Blark. No random roll here, it's going for you. And it's going to attack. Oh, and that's going to hit you, I'm sure. Oh.
yeah.
Now for some damage. Ooh, I really don't want to kill any players in the first game. This is dice. This is not me. Oh.
It happened.
Oh. If I fucking roll like that, it might happen. Sorry, Mark. So yeah, you're on 1 hit point. The other one is going to attack Blark. Seeing that the other one's definitely taking care of you.
And for the rest of the round, my air for class goes back to 9.
Yep. Because that's your armor spell away. Blark, that doesn't hit you, does it? No. You've got an armor class of 3. Okay, so that is it for the ants this round. Blark, your first attack.
Okay, I will attack the one that attacked Breen.
That one.
To kill it in 1 hit. No, baby.
Darrow.
Wounded one.
This one. Wounded and quite clearly near death, actually.
I within striking distance of it, even with my little dwarven feet.
Yeah, that, like I said, that's a mild slope out. That wouldn't even slow you down. So you mean you want to do that in melee combat, yeah?
Yes.
You're not even going to lose anything for your foot in there. It's quite shallow, this the slope there.
The D20 die roller
Even
strikes again.
even getting out the second hammer, I can still do that.
Yes. So you can dual wield if you want. Oh no, you threw your first hammer. You're drawing out a second hammer to attack. What? Yes, I got you. Yes, you can, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. So yeah, go ahead. Good luck. Oh, that's not going to be good enough, for sure. Polly, your first shot this round.
All right, then I will aim at the one that I was aiming before.
And miss. Blark, your second attack this round. So this will be your only attack with your offhand. This will be your left hand coming down with the axe.
Okay. I will now kill it in one hit. The top
Yo,
hand.
maybe. Is that this one?
Yes, baby, yes.
Okay, let's roll damage. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, baby.
Absolutely obliterated it. Polly, you have your second shot.
Here I go.
Miss. Blark, this is your second attack with your main hand, because you have 3 every 2 this round with your main hand. You get your third attack this round. So
This sounds...
yeah, this one.
This sounds very tough.
The one that was hit with an arrow and the magic missile is still going. Go for it.
This sounds very tough, unless you kill it in one hit.
Nope. Right, okay. So that's the end of the round. Does anybody want to change their action this round? I suspect somebody might. Wait, you can't go yet, Mark. Wait until it's time for actions. I assume that's what you're doing, though, running away. Okay. Anybody else want to change their action?
No.
Okay, so we'll just continue in that order then. So Mark, yeah, go ahead. Right, so it's the ants now. So this ant is just going to continue facing Blark and attack him. And that's going to chink into your armour, but not quite hurt you, that one, because you've got armour class 3, okay. So, that's the only ant left here that you see, so, Blark, it's your attack. Now, you've only got 2 this round, so we ignore the 24 this time.
Why do I have 2 this round?
Because you have 1 with each hand. So with your offhand, your left hand, you have 1 attack every round. But with your right hand, you have 3 attacks every 2 rounds. So every second round, you get 3 attacks. Every first round, you get 2 attacks. Every second round, you get 3 attacks. This round, you have 2.
Now I get it.
Yeah?
Right.
You only ever get 1 attack with your offhand, but you get multiple and increasing multiple attacks with your specialisation with your main hand.
He's missed. I've missed.
Yep, so we're on to Polly with your first shot this round. Polly, for anyone that's just joining us on Twitch watching, is a halfling fighter with the archer kit, using a short bow specialised. Let's see what you've got, Polly.
Yes, however, I am used to hunting rabbits, not this kind of heavily armored enemy.
You've had a lot of arrows bounce off of them, eh? That one just misses completely. That one didn't even bounce off, that one just...
You're gonna need a bigger arrow.
Good luck finding that one. Okay, so Blark, your second and last attack this round.
Okay. Me sick. Kill in one hit.
No. Polly, your second shot this round.
Alright then, I will aim for the eye this time.
Yes! Okay, so
oh, the eye works!
roll damage.
Oh.
You hit the ant right in the eye. Then the arrow goes through the eye and out the back of its head, and it's skewered like a kebab, ant head kebab on this arrow, like brains pinging out the back with blood spurting out, like whatever brains an ant has. It's whatever's in there. It's spurting out. Like you fucked it up. It's joined the Obliterated Ants Club with its homies, its comrades. That's I believe 9 you killed, eh? Well done. Nice shot.
Nice.
There's no more ants around that can end the combat initiative.
I'll pick up the hammer I threw.
Uh-huh.
I'll then head over and do another cure.
Okay. Is this on Breed again, eh?
Yes.
Okay. So, heal spell again on Breed. Oh, fuck, I can't find her thing, sorry. I just need to move that so I can grab this. And only 1 this time. So, Mark, you take 1 point of healing.
And Gary, I will do my last heal, but we should consider turning back.
There you go, Breed is back to full hit points. Well, what I would say is that Norm did offer you any kind of assistance you might need, and you never asked him about healing potions or anything. So, if that's your healing magic done,
I think we pick up the heads or whatever we need to prove that we have killed all of these.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody have a sack big enough for 9 giant ant heads?
There were sacks or what? I think we would have taken.
Yes. I would say actually you can assume you would have taken sacks and stuff. Something as vitally as important as healing potions. I'm not going to say in retrospect that Norm gave you them. That's too much to do in retrospect. But I could say in retrospect absolutely that you grab things like sacks. 100%.
I have a large sack though.
Oh, well, there you go. But yeah, if you need sacks, yeah, you can retrospectively grab sacks, 100%.
Okay.
So I suggest that we consider moving back. We can move on and know we've got no magic left. And I'm wounded.
Yes, because even after healing Breed, you are still wounded.
Yeah. Or I think even if we come back today, I think we should report back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's a good
good
idea.
plan.
May I take a moment to recover some arrows?
Of course. How many did you miss? How many did you miss with? The ones that
4.
have hit you can't recover. So roll 1d4 then. You get 4 back. Nice find.
Okay, nice.
You are the hunter, eh? You can hunt your own arrows.
Right, and we
Can we take the 9 ants heads?
Yes.
Yeah.
You certainly put 9 ants' heads in large. I mean, they're big, like the size of a football or whatever, but yeah. Easy peasy.
Okay. I will take notes.
but I think we head back. We get out okay?
Yes, if you head back the way you can get out the way you came easily enough. And it's only half an hour getting your way through these, in fact, no, 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes, like, before it became this cavernous area. It was like 10 minutes through the tunnels, so, yeah, you get back really...
I'm concerned we've only been away half an hour.
Yeah, you've only been away half an hour.
So I will also turn off my lantern to stop using oil.
Okay. So in that half an hour, you've destroyed your holy axe that was granted to you by your holy church and your holy god. But you've destroyed the 9 ants. Breed's almost died twice and been healed twice. You cut open an ant and didn't find anything unusual. So you want to go back to norm then?
Your nest.
Sorry, Mark. Say again, mate.
Whatever we're looking for has probably been incorporated into the nest.
Yeah, you mean the ring?
The ring, the non-edible supply.
Like Norm,
Well, now that you mentioned that, they probably took it to the queen, all the valuables.
Norm said that the supplies that were taken weren't of any consequence. It was just curious. It's only the ring that is of any value or of any consequence. But, of course, the extermination of these ants is of consequence. So you've not found the ring that's worth 600 in payment to you, but you've killed 9 ants for 10 gold each. You've earned 90 gold either way. Whether you come back down or don't, you've earned 90 gold.
Yeah. We go back and report to Norm.
Maybe enough to get your axe fixed, Darrow. Yeah, okay, so you want to go back to Norm?
Yeah.
Right, I don't have a map for the sawmill just now, so I'll just leave you... In fact, we'll go to the town, I guess.
Yeah, we need to
We'll finish up the game soon so that it's 4 hours start to finish, but we've got 15 minutes. So, yeah, you head to Norm's office.
And we say,
Someone lets you in.
yeah, is Norm there?
Yes, it's still daytime. It's like late morning, so yep, Norm will be there. He'll welcome you. He'll say, "Ah, how goes the mission?" And if you all enter the room, I guess you'll see one of you dragging a sack. And he'll look at it. So he'll ask you how is it going? Did you find my ring? That's very fast.
Oh, not yet. We have used most of our magic.
Oh my!
And my axe was shattered fighting these ants.
Oh
but
my.
9 are dead.
Oh my! How many of these ants were there?
At least one escaped us. But 9 are now dead.
9. Wow. So, wow. Okay. So we've bitten off a lot here. Okay. Then all your magical. You're the holy man here, the cleric. I assume your holy magical healing power is all spent, right? Okay. Wow. Okay. That's a serious fight with some ants you had down there. Okay. Okay. So. I assume that if I can help you with, if we can heal you up, you will go back down for me, or
Is there a master weaponsmith in this town?
There is indeed, yes. In fact, let me just double check. It's here and not the other town. I'm checking my map here for the guy's name. Yes. Right. Okay. So in character. Yes, and he's a good friend of mine, and like you, my friend, a dwarf. A great hero and the greatest weaponsmith in all the lands lives in this town.
Ah.
His name is Torm Truehammer.
Torm Truehammer. Well, my axe has been broken, as you see.
I see that now. That's in a bad way, but if that's savable, there is no better man in the land than Torm Truehammer. You are, in fact, in luck. And he is a good friend of mine.
Then I shall speak. Then if they introduce us to him or give us a letter of introduction, I will speak to him.
Oh, now certainly I will definitely have to I will vouch for you, because Torm's services. I mean, Torm sells mundane armors and weapons also, but not Torm's commission jobs. You guys can't afford that from 9 ants, I'm sorry. Torm's renowned. Torm's a very, very famous weaponsmith. I will have to even come with you personally, probably. Or no, in fact, no. Let me write you a letter. I can write you a note. I'll write you a note for Torm. Sorry, young lady, you wanted to speak. I do apologise.
I do have some spare coin.
Well, let me write you a letter. So, excuse me for a moment, lady, gentleman, if you don't mind. He'll sit down at his desk. He'll gesture. There's other seats in his office. He'll gesture for you to sit down. He'll give a whistle like, and somebody will come in. Maybe perhaps our guests, our employees would like a drink. Would anyone like anything to drink?
Tea, please.
Tea for the lady. Anyone else?
If we are not coming back immediately, then strong beer, and then we will speak to Smith about how quickly
So
I actually be prepared, or see if he has another one I can use. In the meantime, if the repair will take a while.
absolutely. Now, what he'll do, Norm, at this point, is he will tell somebody to go out and get tea and strong beer, 3, and he will also say, he'll write a letter. He'll hand you a letter, and it's sealed, right? So he puts a seal on it, gets the wax, puts his own seal on it, and he hands the letter, holds it out to whichever one of the 4 of you wants to take it.
Well, I will take it on the assumption that it is.
Yep, it's a letter of approval. It's to say that I vouch for you guys, because you know you need a favour. I'm calling it a favour for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't get this axe fixed.
Right, okay.
So yeah, give this to Torm. Give him my love and ask for his wife when you do see him, because he's a great friend of mine. I'm too busy to go myself, obviously. I want you guys back here as soon as possible. There's no way your axe is going to be fixed today, but I'm sure Torm will have something he can help you out with. But like I say, if that axe can be fixed, you need to take it to that man.
Okay, so we will go and do that.
Now, about your limited resources, healing magic wise, I will write you another letter.
Yes.
And you go to the Church of Cord in the town.
See that as number 20 on the map.
Yes. And you speak to the head priest there, Marcus. And you give him this letter.
Yeah.
And he'll scribble another letter. He'll get his wax seal, put his wax seal in it, and he'll hand this one again to you because you took the first one.
Yes. What do I know about this religion?
Cord, I would have to remind myself, but if you just quickly look it up, it's one of the Forgotten Realms ones, one of the basic ones. And it's a very standard. He's like a human god of... Mark, can you remember? You know this more than I do, better than I do.
Not forgetting out the realms pantheon now without looking at...
Okay, it's I mean,
It's a fighting god, I mean.
we're finished. Yeah, we're finishing the game in 10 minutes, so we'll do all that in between sessions. That's the guy's name is Marcus anyway, the priest that you have to go and see. He's the head priest there at the church, and the dwarven weaponsmith is Torm Truehammer, and he's in the town. So the Church of Cord is in the south of the town, as you see from my sketchy hand-drawn map, and Torm Truehammer's near the middle of the town, near the Machine Arms.
Right. So, does someone else want to... You can do the two things at the same time if someone else takes the letter to the priest.
Yes.
Because people may or may not react well to a cleric of another religion coming.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying
Maybe-
that? Are you saying that in character in front of Norm? If that's the case, Norm would say, oh, you don't have to worry about that. Marcus is another great friend of mine. Do not worry about the differences in your faiths. When you walk in with that letter of mine, you're treated well in that church. It doesn't matter who your faith is.
Okay.
It's
Assuming-
a diplomatic community
assuming-
with a seal on that.
It's assuming it's a church which would... Assuming it's a goodish church and it isn't hostile to dwarves.
Yeah, it's like a lawful good church of... I can't remember off the top of my head. With 10 minutes left in the game, I'll not check. We'll check in between games. But yeah, it's it's absolutely in alignment with your alignment. Do you know what I mean? Your ethos and alignment and everything. Yeah, absolutely, it would be cool.
It still will go first to Weaponsmith, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep, to Torm.
Yes.
Okay, now let me just do something. So zoom in on your map at Torm Truehammers just for fun. And I'll
Where is it again? It's somewhere near the pub, you said.
Yeah, to the west, number 4.
It's 4.
I'm pretty sure I have in NPCs. Yeah, I've made them. There you go.
There we are.
We could just do it this way for fun, right? Okay, now the roleplay with Torm. He's a character that I remember all about him. He has his own quirks and roleplay flavour and stuff. So we'll do that next session. So that'll be where we'll leave it then. If you go to Torm's, right? Because we've got 5 minutes left till 11 o'clock. I want to say finish at 11 o'clock. So we'll kick off there next week then.
Okay.
Right, guys, that's it then for this week's session. Thank you all so much for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting us.